Dun, 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 bum, bum, dun, dun. Already clinched. Let's see how high the seed goes. That's the game we get to play for the rest of the season. 49ers fans, season's greetings. It is the last night of Hanukkah. As far as I'm concerned, it's the first night of Christmas. The Duchess is flown in. She brought the princess with her. I got my mom. I got my sister here. I'm in a great mood. The Hoosiers. This is not anything representative of the Colts, by the way. This is purely Indiana University. That's what I care about. They're in the Rose Bowl, and we'll see what the 49ers are and where they are in just a little bit. Welcome to Damon Bruce Plus. It is great having you here. Thanks so much for coming on by for a little Monday Night Football. We got 49ers and Colts. Oh, look out. Colts are wearing their dark helmets. I'm very, very intimidated on that alone, and maybe you should be too. Probably not. There is no better way to catch the Colts. They've lost 4 in a row. They've got old man Phillip Rivers, who's a great story, but I don't know if he's going to win a game this season. You got backup corners, you got backup tackles, and even though it feels like the 49ers have been the most banged up football team in any game you've watched all year long, the Colts are actually a little bit more banged up than the 49ers are, for a change. Hopefully that is good news. I'm expecting an awful lot of Christian McCaffrey. I'm expecting an awful lot of Brock Purdy, who's been in sync since coming back and just getting better by the week. So let's go. About to kick off in Indianapolis. It is good to have you here. Thank you so much. We are brought to you by my man Ike of Ike Sandwiches. There's no doubt about that. We thank Ike, as always, for sponsoring things here on Damon Bruce Plus. Our good friends at the Dubliner West Portal always got you going. Thank you so much to our friends at the Dubliner West Portal for getting us going. And let me tell you right now, we are also brought to you by Sleeper. I will show you my 5-leg parlay that I got into this bad boy. I got a 5-legger tonight. I'm looking for a Christmas miracle. Thank you so much for being here. Please hit like and subscribe as we get underway from Indianapolis. The Colts will have the ball first. There has already been a kickoff. There has not been any special teams disaster. Niners are tinkering with their special teams a little bit tonight. As Matt Barrows pointed out, Curtis Robinson, Chase Lucas, and Robert Beal are all healthy scratches tonight. They played an awful lot of special teams snaps. Hopefully nothing goes wrong there as we get underway with the Colts' first play of the game. Phillip Rivers in shotgun. He's letting it go, and he's letting it go downfield, and that ball was nowhere close. Underthrow from Phillip Rivers. He only tried to throw deep twice, I believe, in that Seattle game last week. I don't expect him to be going deep too many times tonight unless it's off play action. The name of the game for the 49ers this evening is simply keep Jonathan Taylor in front of you. It's really similar to the game plan that we just saw against the Tennessee Titans. You had a quarterback at the very dawn of his career. You have a quarterback here at the very end of his career. Neither will hopefully be particularly effective because of the extremes of where they are in their careers. As Phillip drops back again here, we got a flag already in this football game. So we'll see what the first flag of the game is on. But you have Jeffrey Simmons, who is the man in the middle that you need to worry about. DeForest Buckner is the man in the middle you need to worry about in this game. I think it is control the running back, dare the quarterback to beat you. Second week in a row here for the 49ers, who again have already clinched their playoff position now, or their playoff berth. Now, what is the position going to look like? Can they reach a 1? The answer is yes, if they win their next 3 starting tonight. I think the key to tonight is also 3rd and long. This is 2nd and 15 for the Colts, who give Jonathan Taylor his first carry of the night. He's going to pick up about 6 to get this into 3rd and manageable. 3rd and 9, I'm guessing, is what we're going to be looking at here. 3rd and 8, excuse me. So keeping Phillip Rivers in everybody knows I got to throw the ball downs of football, I think, is where the Niners want to be. I'm jumping routes. This ball is not going to be coming in hot tonight. Phillip will make good decisions. Will his arm allow those decisions to be made? You know, Phillip Rivers, I think, might have surprised the Seahawks just a little bit last week. I don't think this week he's going to be surprising anybody, because do we already have a backup center in the game here? Phillip Rivers is taking snaps What do we got going on here on 3rd and 8? I'm too busy talking to you. See what's going on here. We got an injury timeout, I guess, early on. Again, thank you so much for being here. We've already got some supers coming in. Damon, you're officially ahead of me. How's that even possible? That feels like a small miracle. But thank you very much, Tommy, for being here. 5-leg parlay, a little bit too much dipping into the ganja jar. I'll give you that. That's fair. I'll show you what the 5 legs are in just a little bit. Bang, bang, Barry. Hope you're all feeling well. Thank you so much for being here. Again, we got some quick early supers today. We have our first. Dale is excited. He wants a bottle pull. Start now. Just start first quarter bottle pull. No. Got to wait for at least a score or something big to happen in the game before we start tugging on the whiskey, especially when we asked for some supers along the way. Again, I got family upstairs, but I'm down here hanging out with you. This is a for-profit broadcast tonight. I'm not even going to lie to you about that. Playoffs, yes, MKG. Playoffs are indeed here for the 49ers. This is Mike saying happy holidays to you and yours, the host Zilla. Again, it is basically the first night of Christmas as far as I'm concerned. My family's in town. It is the last night of Hanukkah. I wish everyone the very merriest of the holidays and an awesome New Year's. I get to ring in 2026 with Indiana playing Alabama in the Rose Bowl. I feel like I'm close to passing out every single time I actually say that out loud. Another one here from Ned coming in. Thank you so much, Ned. Let's go Niners. Season's greetings to the gang. Gang's all here. We've got already over 300 people watching across all platforms. Go ahead and tap that like button. We don't even have 55 likes yet, which means you got to lean in. That is going to make the algorithm kiss the show and send it far and wide. That's what we're hoping for here tonight. We're not looking for a small Monday Night Football crowd. So Danny Pinter, is in now for Phillip Rivers. That's isn't he their starting tackle? What's going on here? Did somebody get hurt? I don't even care. It's third and 8. 3rd and 8. Rivers throws underneath to Jonathan Taylor, who is going to pick up that first down. That underneath crossing pattern will be there probably all game long for him. But yeah, we already got Rivers on a backup center here tonight. Down your starting center and both your starting tackles. This 49ers defensive line will take all the help it can get in the world of, can you put some pressure on the quarterback? Hopefully that helps. 1st and 10 now for Phillip Rivers. Ball close to midfield. Phillip up there conducting the orchestra like he's Peyton Manning. He's got a wide open man. There was a blown coverage. Somebody absolutely forgot to pick up downs coming out of the formation right there. He was wide open. Phillip Rivers won't have an easier catch tonight. By the way, your Niners inactives. That knee is keeping Ricky Pearsall out tonight. No Renardo Green and no Chase Lucas. I really thought that we would have Chase Lucas activated without Renardo Green playing tonight. Kevin Givens, Isaac Guerrero, Robert Beal Jr., Curtis Robinson, all out tonight. Both Jordans are active in this one. Watkins and James. We've seen Watkins catch a pass or two this year. We have yet to see Jordan James touch a football in a 49ers uniform. If you see the number 29 out there in the backfield, that is Jordan James, the rookie from Oregon, who might get his first touch tonight. We will see. We will see. He is yet to play from scrimmage. 2nd and 7, as Phillip Rivers now has the Colts just outside the red zone. Nice breakup there. You had Upton Stout getting involved in that, and that's going to set up 3rd and 7. Oh, no. Believe me, there'll be bottle pulls. Linda knows her boy's a drinker. Upton Stout and Daryl Luter do a really nice job breaking that up. No flags, no penalties anywhere. Well done, well done. 3rd and 7. Again, this is where you want the Colts all game long. This is a get off the field moment for the 49ers defense early in this game. We'll see if they can get off the field. We got a flag. I think we got a hold right off the way. This is going to be a first down if it's on the 49ers, but I think that's going to be coming back. We must have a hold or a false start there. That thing came out fast. Illegal formation. Again, that ball came out, or that flag came out the minute that ball was snapped, just the second it was. So illegal formation. Jalen Travis, stop cheating. Bless your family, bless your friends. Right back to you, Rita. Bless all of you. I mean it. Here we go. I took tonight off, Damon, sipping some IPAs. Do it, killer. Get that done. Finish that sixer, baby. Nice. Hopefully these will all be happy tears at the end of the night. That's what we're looking for. All right, 3rd and 12. This is the direction you want the Colts offense going in. 3rd and 12. 49ers send 4. Drop 7. 8. First down. Phillip Rivers just throws right underneath the sticks. First down. Come on, 49ers. Phillip starting 3 for 5. I hope they don't ask him to throw the ball too much tonight, because that is one of the unders that I took. So we will be talking about that as the game goes along here. Pick up a 3. We're going to be looking at 2nd and 7. Again, it's all early. It's all early. I was expecting Shane Steichen to come on out with a good opening game plan. There's a lot of football left. If you're the type of person who likes to have a little first quarter panic attack, this is the wrong football team for you. That is definitely an offsides, and that is going to be a touchdown. If that was offsides, I believe we've got Phillip Rivers with the touchdown. Indeed. Alec Pierce, a 20-yard touchdown reception. Phillip Rivers made that look easy on the opening drive. Again, all scripted, all nice according to plan. See if the 49ers got an answer in them. But yeah, that was a bend, break a little start for a bend, don't break defense. It was Cleveland Farrell, by the way, who went offsides there. Extra point is good. Oh my goodness, we have our first official update of the show. Hold on. There you go. Well, Merry frickin' Christmas, everybody. That's the way tonight's games start. What are you going to do about that? It is still great to have you here. We got a lot of football coming up tonight. Thank you so much for stopping on by. And again, I'm just going to remind you right now, not that anybody wants to do a lot of cooking tonight, and hopefully you are in an Ike's delivery area. Right now, you sign up for that Love Rewards program. You get taken care of a free sandwich when you sign up. And if you go ahead and order that sandwich right now, you could be talking sandwich at halftime, right? You go ahead and sign up for that Love Rewards program. Get yourself to Ike's. If you don't live around in Ike's, maybe it's time to move. That's how good the sandwiches are. This is what I look like as a sandwich. I should just leave that up there. I'm sure you'd much rather look at that than me throughout this live stream, and I totally get it. We got ourselves our good friends at the Dubliner, always taking care of us. Kenny and John, Dubliner West Portal, Make sure when you're in San Francisco, you head to the Dublin or West portal. It's just everything a bar is supposed to be. None of the bullshit, all of the Guinness that you need it to be. Thank you so much to Kenny and John for all the support that they've given me here. And again, let's talk Sleeper. You sign up right now for Sleeper with the promo code Damon on the link that is right at the top of the description of this video, and you get a $100 deposit match on your first deposit up to $100. Here is what the 5-legger looks like tonight. Okay, I went a little nuts on this one. I tell you, never make more than 3. Definitely don't do 4. You certainly don't do 5, but, let's go, Christmas Miracle. As always, a Christian McCaffrey anytime touchdown. It's hard for the 49ers to win without one of those, so let's see that. Without Ricky Pearsall, I thought Kendrick Bourne might come into the fold tonight. 22.5 receiving yards. I like the over for Kendrick Bourne. Hopefully he catches a couple. Diamador Lenore, 2.5 tackles tonight. Let's get that done. Diamador Lenore, Brock Purdy. I got him throwing at least 2 tonight. I got Brock Purdy over 1.5 touchdowns. I would love to see a Purdy pass to McCaffrey on this drive to answer and keep us on track. And again, Phillip Rivers, let's slow it down just a little. Jonathan Taylor is supposed to be the guy that the 49ers need to worry about offensively tonight. I got Phillip Rivers under 27.5 passes. So we'll see how that all looks as we get going here. But again, was that Peyton Manning out there? No, not quite. That was not Peyton Manning out there. But, I mean, hey, he was a Hall of Fame finalist. I think Phillip Rivers is still completely comfortable reading the defense. I don't know how comfortable he is going to look or that arm is going to look in the fourth quarter of this game. Old men get tired later in the evening. Trust me, I know. Let's see what this series looks like here. Let's see what this series looks like. 49ers could use a little bit of an answer. Christian McCaffrey up the middle, first play of scrimmage for the 49ers. Again, thank you very much, Mike. Happy holidays to you and yours. Thank you. We've got Ned John, let's go Niners. Season greeting to the gang. I think we got that. Thank you very much. Damon, you're right on time, unlike Larry. Good on you. Look, I do start on time. If you see wake up starting late, that's 99% of the time on Kruger. We're going to go at 10 a.m. tomorrow morning, by the way. Big reception there. Hey, diddle, diddle, right down the middle. A little bit of a floater, but George made the adjustment, picked that right out of the air. Big, big, big completion right down the middle of the field for Brock Purdy. JP from the 510, bang, bang right to you, brother. Thank you so much. Always good to see you here. Rita, bless your family, your friends out there. Hanukkah, Christmas. Taking a pull of eggnog with the tamales. Okay. I've never had eggnog and tamales together, but why not? Tamales on Christmas. I miss Gianna. Gianna always used to drop some tamales off. Maybe I'll swing by her house in Pacifica and pick some up. I know she's probably made about 50 of them. And eggnog. I mean, come on. I like my eggnog flammable. Thank you, Rita. Boys look like a team that just got in the playoffs. Thomas, one drive. Again, you know that the 49ers never look crackerjack to start a football game defensively. It's not who they are. Off topic, Chief, we're too early to go off topic, but Fuji, great to see you. Yeah, it looks like they got a sweetheart deal to leave Arrowhead, and they're going to build, Chiefs World. The Death Star is coming to Kansas. How about that? How about that? My man Jude, Yo-Yo D. Bruce, wish you and the fam the very, very best. Love you. Right back at you in the mix productions. Thank you, Jude. That is our official DJ of Plus Mania here tonight. Thanks to all of you. Hit like and subscribe, my good friends, if you would please. And we will tell you how the subscriptions are looking Now getting close we are to 50,000. I wanted to be there by the bye week. We didn't get there, but we're going to get there soon. I can tell you that. McCaffrey on first down takes it around the right side, picks up maybe 2 or 3. Yeah, make that eggnog flammable. That's the way we want it. All right, 2nd and 8. Let's lock into this drive. No more chit-chat. Hey, how are you? We got Brian Robinson in motion. He's getting early looks in this football game. Brock, way downtown. Bang! DeMarcus Robinson, touchdown. Well, good to see you, Brock. Good to see a passing game. There you go. There you go. A 22-yard touchdown to DeMarcus Robinson. Brock Purdy, beautiful ball. Absolutely beautiful ball. Purdy starts 3 for 3, 54 yards. DeMarcus Robinson, again, we hardly know you, buddy, and here we are at the end of the year. Imagine he gets involved. Imagine if Brandon Ayuk actually wanted to play football, not just drive past Levi's Stadium fast. Wouldn't that have been nice? But no, we can't have that. Either way, just like that, we got ourselves a tie football game. Teams trading punches right at the beginning of this game. So as far as I'm concerned, it's 0-0 and Monday Night Football is just about to kick off. It is great to have you here. Thanks so much for coming on by. As I told you, my good friends, we got ourselves growth. We officially got ourselves growth. Look at this. We're trying to get to 50,000 subs. We were trying to get there by the bye week. If all of you wanted to get crazy tonight, we could get there. I'm just telling you, we could get there if you wanted to get crazy tonight. But it's going to take a lot of you leaning in and hitting that sub button. We're under 500, boys and girls. Under 500. Help me get there. That's a little Christmas miracle. I don't know if I'm going to hit that 5-legger. I don't know if we're going to get to 50,000 a night. You can't help me with the 5-legger. You can help me get to 50,000 by just tapping subscribe. So thanks to all of you for being a part of this. It is really a community, and I love the fact that we actually got people who are out there getting to know each other, become friends with each other. Makes me very, very happy. Very, very happy when everyone becomes friendly with each other, and that has really, really happened here. Ooh. That, though, growth. You like that growth? Yeah, baby. Purdy's not out there hitting Dougies yet, is he? Fuji Simeon wants to know, is there any doable fix to address the lack of pass rush? Not really. Not this time of year. No. You are who you are this deep into the year. Who can you actually add now? What I saw, Matthew Judon of the Dolphins was out there. Pick him up just for depth, I guess. But Matthew Judon has 0 sacks in 13 games. And as I said already earlier on the show, on the channel this week, he would fit right in. Fuji again saying, if Seattle game is a must win, do the 49ers flex it? They're going to flex it anyways, I think. Yeah. I think that is going to get flexed. By the way, 650 coming in with 50. Thank you very much, 650. You do this almost each and every time we got a ball back. Hold on. Special teams mistake. Jake Tongas came up with it. 49ers have the ball, and special teams is working on their behalf for a change. What a turnaround. 1 year over the next. 49ers special teams, a disaster last year. They just recovered a fumble. That ball was punched out. That ball is live. That is Jair Brown and Saran Neal forcing that fumble. Jair Brown looks like he peanut punched it out there. And boom. Look at Tongas come up with that. Well. Okay, that's nice. Happy holidays. Here's to a poll. I tell you what, these supers keep on coming as generously as we have started here tonight, and we'll get one soon enough. If the Niners score on back-to-back possessions, you'll get a bottle pull right here. Back-to-back touchdowns anyways. Hey, diddle diddle. First down to George Kittle. SF Indigo. I'm in the group chat with friends from here. Thanks. Isn't that great? Isn't that great? People actually becoming friends. What a concept. You know how rare that is these days? That people actually connect with other people who were strangers a minute ago but become friends. It's a shame that that's so rare these days. McCaffrey, left side, good contact balance, spins, picks up 2 more after the initial contact. Nice job by McCaffrey to make it second and feels like 5. Let's call it. Sorry, I didn't mean to put the broadcaster voice on there. I'm like, 2nd and 5. By the way, it is 2nd and 5. My eyeball got that. I will do all I can to control the spam. Got ourselves a little full house there with McCaffrey coming out of the backfield. Looks like he's got a first down. Picked up 5 there, running to the left again. Like that play. By the way, Vish Bell, welcome to the initiated. We have a new member. We always love to golf clap a new member. Vish, thank you for becoming a member. Lovely little early Christmas gift. Actually got a carry there from Brian Robinson Jr. early on. Okay. 2nd and goal. 49ers offensive line looks like it's got a little push to it tonight. Happy to see that. Shanahan saw something he didn't like. He takes his first time out right there. We're not going to argue with it. Everything's going pretty well so far in this one. Kyle saw something he didn't like. That's what timeouts are for. Hold on. I want to make sure. I got you. Second and goal. All right, Kyle. Brock. Underneath to Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown 49ers. There you go. 2 offensive possessions, 2 touchdowns for the 49ers offense, and we got ourselves a locked-in Brock Purdy early on in this game. Looking good. Looking real good, if you don't mind me saying. It's amazing what spectacular field position does for a football team's confidence. Jake Tongas with the special teams fumble recovery after the punch out by Jair Brown. And after the Colts marched right down the field, it is the 49ers Doing it twice in Indianapolis, Monday Night Football. I hope you took the over. We got ourselves 21 first quarter points and about 5 minutes remaining here in the first half. Now, I took a little sip of water, but I do believe I promised you something. And if nothing else, I'm a man of my word, especially when whiskey is involved. So even though we haven't gotten to our 50 supers yet, I did say back-to-back touchdowns means we're going to do a Tug McGraw. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah. No matter what you celebrate or if you don't celebrate, may all those good feelings of the season be with you, and may a 1 seed be yours. Cheers. Yeah. Away we go. Speaking of friends in the community, our man Irwin. Is Irwin in here tonight? This is the bottle that Irwin brought me to Plus Mania. Thank you. This is spectacular whiskey, Irwin. Thank you. Do you guys see the story that Jim Beam is going to shut down production for a year? I saw that today. Jim Beam is shutting down production for a year. People don't drink like they used to. Drinking in America is down 58% over a decade ago. Get yourselves to the Dubliner West portal. So, if that local bar that you love, that you think will never close, go support them because they might close. It's brutal out there. Fuji comes on in. Special teams start off bad, but finding its stride. Let me tell you, Jake Moody was a little bit of a stress point. Felt like he came with anxiety at every single time he trotted out on the field. Punt coverage, kick return, not making mistakes. Sky Moore has been returning spectacular kick returns. It is so much better from a special teams standpoint than just a year ago. There's no doubt about that. Mr. Dub wanted that pull. You got that pull, Mr. Dub. I'm a man of my word. What do we got here? Happy sharp haircut. I guess it's been a while since you've watched. I've had this haircut for about a week now. But it's good to have you back here, no doubt about it. Fuji Simeon, we're not sneaking any haircuts past him. He's here every day. Remember, Puka said Purdy shouldn't be paid very much. Yeah, he also said that concussions weren't real. Wrong on both accounts. Wrong on both accounts. Oh, there's no doubt here. It's not like the kids are all there walking around straight edge razors. No. This is less drinking, more reefer, more pot smoking. The senior has living it. Yeah, I know what's going on out there. These kids aren't fooling me. Hold on. Wait a minute. I got to delete some things here. Ban user, ban the spamming, no spamming. I've had 7 confirmed concussions plus several unconfirmed. They are real. Oh, very much so. They are real. All right, so is that tackle. Malik Mustafa, he hits hard. That was a nice play, though, bringing up second and short. Mr. Dub became a member. Thank you very, very much, Mr. Dub. There is no nicer way to have a monthly, just scheduled to go donation into that ganja jar for less than a cup of coffee these days. Thank you very much for supporting the channel, the family. That way, really, really appreciate you, brother. Thank you. Up the middle, Jonathan Taylor, 2 yards ain't nothing to him. First down, Colts. Jay Boogie says, when you have a concussion, you feel like you're in a dream. Yeah, man. I mean, look, I've seen people get nauseous. I've seen people get foggy. I've seen people lose their personalities for a while. Looks like they're a shell of themselves. I've had friends really do damage in the concussion department too. They are very real. Phillip Rivers, incomplete pass. Great coverage. Upton Stout is just getting better and better and better. Really nice coverage there from Upton Stout. Came over the back a little, but no flag. No flag. All right. 2nd and 10. Wolverine, we love you. Wolverine. This is an Indiana channel, not a Michigan channel. And of course, I mean Hoosiers, not Colts or Pacers. Never. All right. 2nd and 10. Phillip, again, dropping back. He is throwing the ball way too much here. They're trying to establish way too much Phillip Rivers for my taste. Again, the 49ers defensively just aren't impressive. You just need them to be serviceable. A serviceable 49ers defense is probably all you're going to really get the remaining 3 games of this regular season and whatever playoff path they choose. So you're going to need points. And again, you can't do much better than scoring twice on your first 2 touches of the game. Incomplete for Rivers. It's going to set up 2nd and 10. That was kind of nowhere zone. Spy versus Pie says they're not even serviceable. This defense is not good. Rivers, way too comfortable in this pocket. All of those 3 comments are true. Rivers, downfield, finds Pierce again. I mean, Phillip Rivers has come here to throw the football tonight. Had I known that, I would not have taken the under on his attempts. They got to start moving him off his spot a little. Robert Saleh might have to dial up a blitz or 2 earlier in this game than he thought about. Ball on the 25, 1st and 10 for the Colts. Phillip Rivers, little razzle-dazzle, little pitch back. Very nice tackle right there. Who was that? Who came up in support of that? Upton Stout. Upton Stout. Very nice tackle, young man. That was an eye candy play. No one's eyes fell for the candy. Only gained 3. Phillip Rivers has already thrown the ball 12 times here in the first quarter. I got him under 30 attempts for the entire game. Damn it. Downs with the catch, thrown out of bounds by Bryce Huff, who was in coverage. I don't know if I'm asking Bryce Huff to peel off in coverage. I'm trying to send him after Rivers, I would think. Rivers is going to throw it 50 times tonight. I mean, he might with this workload that we're seeing early on here. I mean, I'm not going to root for anybody to get hurt, but at this point, I think I might need Phillip Rivers out of this game. Got Mr. 33 Degrees saying Rivers is going to give us a Christmas present in the form of a big, huge, juicy pick, wrap it in a box, and say, ho, ho, ho. Well, Phillip Rivers it feels like good in his career for a 4th quarter touchdown that broke the Chargers back. I've seen a few of those in my day. But we're here running the last couple plays of the first quarter on Monday Night Football. All righty. There we go. The 49ers and Colts are going to say nobody even wants to play football in those remaining 18 seconds. You start that clock, and we will see you in the second quarter, everybody. Let me just say we've got over 650 people watching on all platforms right now, 250 of you specifically on YouTube. It's a lot easier for everyone on YouTube to tap that thumbs up button than it is anywhere else. So what I'd like you to do is come on over to YouTube and watch over here if you do not mind, but I don't care where you are watching. Thank you so much for being here. Ultimately, that's what matters most. Great to have you here. There's a lot of places you can give your attention. Thank you so much for your attention tonight. We want to give some attention to our sponsors, because without our sponsors, my friends, we don't have much. So we say thank you very much to my man Ike of Ike Sandwiches. If you ordered your sandwich when this game kicked off, hopefully you're going to have it by halftime. Thank you so much, Ike, for everything you do. Can't wait for the Super Bowl to be here in San Francisco. Ike and I are going to be walking around Radio Row, Media Row, making all kinds of friends, giving away sandwiches. That is going to mean an awful lot of instant popularity for your boy at the Super Bowl. Don't come meet me. Come have a sandwich. That is our friends at the Dubliner, always supporting Damon Bruce Plus. This channel, they have been behind us now for 2 football seasons. Thank you so much to the Dubliner and West Portal. We love you guys, Kenny and John. Great place to go watch Warriors basketball, your favorite bowl game of the bowl season. Great place to watch Sharks hockey, if you don't mind me saying. Go Sharks! Oh, go Sharks indeed. And one thing I also know is that our good friend Ralph Barbieri liked to make a play or two in his day. Ralph would have loved Sleeper. Use promo code Damon and get a $100 deposit match up to $100 the very first time you make a deposit. You can click on the link that is right at the description, the top of the description of this live video that you are watching right now. So thank you very, very much. And again, how am I doing tonight? Christian McCaffrey. All right, already. Ka-ching, anytime touchdown. That's done. Don't have a catch for Kendrick Bourne. I need 22 and a half receiving yards out of Kendrick Bourne. I need Diamador Lenore to have more than 2.5 tackles. Has Lenore got a single tackle yet? He does not, but again, still early, and the way Phillip Rivers is throwing, feels like he might have one. Brock Purdy, over 2 touchdowns. That's already in the barn, baby. And Phillip Rivers under 27 and a half attempts. We are not on pace for that, not even close, but we are back playing football here at the beginning of the second quarter, and that is an incomplete ball. Phillip Rivers is going to be looking at 2nd and goal. All right. There we go. Does that CJ West get his hand in the air? No, excuse me. As Kalea Davis got his hand in the air, waved like he just don't care, batted that pass right down. Man, it'd be nice to see one of those come down in the hands of a 49er. 2nd and goal, but back at the almost 20-yard line, so 3rd and goal is what the 49ers are going to be looking like right here. Tatum Bethune with the tackle. Very nice tackle right there. He'd been out the last 3 games. He's a tackling machine. Tatum Bethune. If the 49ers win this game tonight, I promise you he's going to have more than 10 tackles. 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal from about the 17-yard line. Phillip Rivers in the middle. Oh, my gosh, touchdown to Alex Pierce. Oh, beautiful ball from Rivers. It really, really was. 49ers getting no pressure on Phillip Rivers, and he is carving up like a turkey. 16-yard touchdown reception. Alex Pierce, who I have benched on my fantasy team this week, has already scored 2 touchdowns. Wait a minute. We got pass interference, though. That is going to be declined on the 49ers. Penalty declined, and we got ourselves a 14-14 ball game, kids. Extra point ensuing. Good route, good ball. Phillip Rivers. We got points. We got points. Well. 49ers fans, I know that is not the start that you wanted, not the start that you were looking for, but there is, as I like to keep on telling you, in the first half of ball games, an awful lot of ball games still left to play here. And I just don't understand how anyone could have first half 49ers anxiety that's been watching all season long. Like, you know how this goes by now, I would hope. There will be moments where that didn't go very well. Zero pass rush, but at least John Lynch didn't get fleeced like he said. He could have given our defense a fighting chance, but said, nah, we're good. He did not make that big move, but I'll tell you, the little moves that he did make around the trade deadline didn't happen at the trade deadline, but he added Cleveland Farrell, who I think is among this team's best pass rushers right now, and he added Keon White, who's been playing better and better. I don't have a problem with the 49ers not selling the entire future of this franchise in the name of, we're going to keep on pushing chips into the middle of this year. Now, hindsight being 2020, we now know that the 49ers are a playoff team. I think if John Lynch had real working knowledge that that was going to be true, he might have been a little bit more aggressive at the deadline. But I don't think that the 49ers have played this wrong. I think they played it pretty smart, actually. Gary Souza, here's to a Schedule 3. Is that a tax deduction? I don't even know. Thank you. You and Larry still planning to do a playoff live stream? We'll figure something out. I know that Larry and I are planning on doing a Niner wake up at 10 a.m. Tuesday morning West Coast time. So I hope you plan on being back here. And I hope that that is your last day at work this week. I'm going to make it my last day at work this week. Not that this is really working too hard, but family in town, they're going to have my attention between basically tomorrow's wake up live stream and the Rose Bowl, which is just straight up Damon time. Darrell Luter Jr. beaten in coverage right there. Again, good route, good ball. 14 all. 14 all. D getting shredded early on here. Not great. Sky Moore, nice return. Up the sideline, gets the ball out to around the 30. I noticed this too. Philip, Don, Michael, Johnson, Thomas. Philip Rivers is playing in slow motion, and the 49ers cannot lay a fingernail on this dude. No, not yet. They can't. And remember, there are 3 backup offensive linemen playing for the Colts tonight. They've got both of their offensive tackles and their center out of this game. And the 49ers defensively are standing up and playing patty cake. But that's what they do every week. Again, the 49ers haven't had a lick of pass rush all goddamn season long, and they're in the playoffs. So just figure it out. Figure it out tonight. You might as well. You're playing football. Might as well figure this one out. Again, worst Niner playoff team ever. I got nothing else to do, though. I mean, here's the deal, though. You understand the circumstances, right? The fact that they're a playoff team this year, given the circumstances, means there's really nothing from here on out I'm about to get mad at. Another super coming in here from Lucas Shea Houston said, My buddy recently received an inheritance from his Hoosier-loving grandma. He bought a boat and 3 tickets to the Rose Bowl, and I'm invited. R.I.P. Nancy. And also, what should we name the boat? Hoosier Daddy? Hoosier Daddy is too used. So you need something more original than that. How about like Wave of Signetti? Something with Signetti, who is already the greatest football coach of all time. There's absolutely no doubt about that. Yeah, maybe there. Something with Signetti involved. Signetti's Revenge. Call it Google Me. Could go with Google Me. If we can't stop Rivers, we're not going to a Super Bowl. Well, all I can tell you, Mr. 33 Degrees, is that a lot of people were telling me the minute that Nick Bosa and Fred Warner went down, that the entire season was over right there. So the way I see it is I'm all done explaining. I'm all done trying to explain what isn't going to happen. I know that the 49ers are thoroughly unremarkable, and an unremarkable team is going to win the Super Bowl this year. I think they're in the mix. I really do. And how about this? Until they're not, they are. Rivers looks like he's playing against the high school squad. Well, Johnny was coaching against the high school squad about 3 weeks ago. It does look like a little bit like a 7-on-7 passing drill. You're not wrong about that. Ooh, that one went right through Juwan Jennings' hands. That's the kind of ball that's like, an interception. That's more on the wide receiver. Luckily, it came down to the earth. No problemo. Second and 10. Second and 10. Purdy finds Kendrick Bourne, his first reception of the evening. I don't think Robert's coaching scared. I just think he's got no pass rush. The blitz are coming. Again, when you need to dial up a blitz to get that pressure, I don't know how often you go into that bag of tricks in the first half, but it's coming. Yeah, the Colts run game hasn't done a thing yet either. Jonathan Taylor only has 5 carries for 18 yards so far. Christian McCaffrey, 6 carries, 38 yards. I don't think anybody had that as the way this game would open up. Again, Vish, who's become a member. Thank you so much, Vish. Man, this sucks. We have a year where no teams are solid Super Bowl favorites, and we have injuries and major holes on defense. A good year. We make the playoffs. No Super Bowl for us, unfortunately. I mean, look, you're probably right. You're probably right. It's flawed. It's imperfect. And there will probably be a price to pay for that. Enjoy the ride. That's all I got for you. Given the circumstances and everything that's happened, pretty impressive. Again, they could also be a 1 seed. So I'm just not going to do much hand-wringing about what has gone wrong. I'm not even paying attention. We got some supers coming in here. Again, we got Lucas Shea Houston talking about his buddy who bought the boat. Again, Mr. 33 Degrees. If we can't stop Rivers, we're not going to the bowl. He is playing in slow motion and looking great. Barry, Marion Ison, and holiday wishes to you. Jillian, the boys, the family, love you guys. Have a Merry Christmas, a prosperous and happy New Year. Barry, how could we not? Having guys like you and viewers and people in this community like you, how could we not have a great 2026? Thank you to you and Mary. Thank you for being such great fans, your generosity, picking up merch. Barry is essentially our spokesmodel. So we thank you so much, Barry, for everything you do for this channel and how much you really like it. Blitz is scary with Jonathan Taylor back there. It sets up for big games. Yes, it does. Again, I think you're going to see conservative. Did they take that Kendrick Bourne catch off the board? They said it wasn't a catch. All right, Kendrick Bourne doesn't have a catch. So now it's 3rd and 10. It's the first time the 49ers have seen 3rd down in this football game. Third and 10. Brock, your offense didn't see a punt last week. Can you keep Thomas Morstead off the field right here? Third and 10. All right, dude, are we going to start the clock? Like, what are we doing here, officials? Let's go. Let's play football. Good God. What are they looking at? What are they waiting on? What is the delay? How can this be a multi-billion-dollar industry and still have a damn near easy to spot high school nature to some of these officiating moments? Okay, here we go. 3rd and 10. Big 3rd down. Approaching midfield. Brock steps back, hits that back foot, and he decides to pull it down and go. I think he's got a 1st down. They might say it's short. Man, Brock went in there head first, too. You don't really want to see your quarterback going down like that. They are ruling it short. They are saying 4th and 1, and watch Brock Purdy just get right up here and sneak this bad boy. Niners are going to go for it. Yep, and he is short by just a scotch. 4th and 1, and that is a 1st down. Ooh, little brotherly shove. Saw Kyle Juszczyk with hands on the fanny. All right, JP510 cracking the Space Dust IPA. Thank you very much for updating us there. Good to know what you're drinking. Good to know where you're watching. My Texans fan DoorDash guy needs us to win. Love you. Merry Christmas. Love the show. Always faithful. Bang, bang. Allison, thank you very, very much. Hopefully your Texan fan DoorDash guy gets what he needs out of the 49ers tonight. Again, McCaffrey. He's in the neighborhood of his longest run of the year right there. That goes about 15. Christian McCaffrey almost broke that one. Woo! Okay. I will say this. 49ers are running the ball really well tonight. You know, while the other side of the line of scrimmage has been decisively unimpressive, 49ers are moving the football on the ground. Their offensive line does look like it came to play tonight. 1 yard carry, though, right there is Kyle Juszczyk. You never hand Kyle Juszczyk the football. Don't we all know that? Excuse me, that was McCaffrey in the middle for one. They just had the camera on Juszczyk as he was jogging off the field. Okay, 2nd and 9. What are we looking at here? 2nd and 9. Purdy underneath to McCaffrey, who picks up the 1st down. Ball's going to be at about the 18. for 1st and 10. Let me just say this. As unimpressive as the 49ers defense has been, this Colts defense hasn't done a thing yet. Not a thing. So we got 2 quarterbacks taking hot knives through butter on both of these defenses. Brian Robinson gets a carry up the middle, picks up a good 6 yards, I would say. McCaffrey comes jogging right back in. D. Sugar says the formula is simple. Brock needs to march us into touchdowns on every goddamn possession. I think he's up for the challenge. Yeah, sure, why not? Let's see it. Infinity touchdowns can never hurt. Thank you for being a member now for 2 years. Look at that. A member for 2 years. Thank you very much. Touchdown, 49ers. Hey, diddle, diddle. That's George Kittle. Huge throw by Brock. He just layered it in there. An 11-yard touchdown reception to Kittle in the back of the end zone. It was more like a 20-yard throw than it was an 11-yard touchdown reception, but you don't get those end zone yards in there. What a throw from Purdy. Just a beautiful layered throw. Very nice. Puts it right where Kittle can get it. And there you go. You can't do much better than 3 possessions and 3 touchdowns out of your offense. Can't do much better than that. All right. We got some updating to do. Niners go back up 7 points. It is Niners 21, Colts 14. We save, we show, and we say thanks again for being here. If you have not hit like and subscribe, it's officially time to do it, my friends. Let me show you this right here. 49,539 subs. Let's go. Hit that subscribe button. Get me to 50. We got enough people watching tonight. We got enough people, maybe even watching right now, to get us to like 49.7. It'd be easy for 150 of you to just lean in and tap that sub button. It'll hopefully bring you back here for more of our watch parties as the regular season closes out with huge games for the 49ers who are trying to get the 1 seed, and of course, whatever the playoffs actually delivers to us. Thank you so much for the support, for the subs, for the supers, for everything. We always have to say thank you to our sponsors as well. Here we go. We're just over an hour into the show, and we once again want to say thank you to my man Ike. Thank you for the delicious sandwiches. This is what I look like as a sandwich. You want to put some rings on it? I don't know if you're going to get any rings on it this year, football fans, but you get 3 rings right there when you decide to order a Damon Bruce from Ike's. Thank you again to the Dubliner West Portal. Love you guys, and thank you so very much to our friends at Sleeper. You get a $100 deposit match up to $100. Use promo code Damon and use the link that is right at the top of the description of this live feed. Like and subscribe all the way around, my friends. How many people we got watching? My goodness. Over 800 people watching right now across all of our platforms. We're streaming on X. We are streaming on, it's the first time I think I've ever called it X. It'll forever be Twitter. But we are on Twitter. We are on Twitch. And of course, we are on YouTube. George Kittle, he's in the end zone. Man, he was wide open there, too, for a second. Great, great drive. Niners are 3 for 3, and Brock looks locked in. Absolutely locked in. Now, got to stop the Statue Rivers. Yeah, this Rivers is flowing. The river is flowing. There's no doubt about that. We got our man Brett saying late to the party. This game looks like it's going to come down to the very last possession. Let's hope not. Let's hope not. I don't need a barn burner here tonight. I don't think anybody needs that kind of anxiety. Mr. 33 Degrees again says 49ers offense looks great. Might carry us all the way. Again, let's just relax a little with this all the way talk. See if it can carry you out of Indianapolis with a win. That's what I want tonight. You have never in your life, as a 49er fan, been in more one game at a time mode than you should be in right now. A passing touchdown on the first two drives for the first time since 2012 was the graphic there for Phillip Rivers. Again, man, he is just throwing. I'll tell you, my 5-leg parlay is going to be tanked on Phillip Rivers' passing total alone. There's no doubt about it. He's not going to get knocked out of the game. He's not even going to have to wash his jersey after this game. The 49ers have put such little pressure on him. But Rivers has already thrown 15 passes. He's more than halfway there. With 9 minutes remaining in the second quarter. 2nd and 4. 49ers defense hasn't done a thing to slow down the Colts yet. But for a special teams turnover. Oh my God, Phillip Rivers just got sacked. And that is that is C.J. West. No, C.J. West. Yes, it is C.J. West. Back in the Hoosier State, he played for IU, and his first sack comes against Phillip Rivers. There you go, C.J. C.J. West beats a double team. You had Aquinu sort of push Phillip Rivers back up into the pocket a little bit. And there you go. There was nowhere for Rivers to go. C.J. West just gobble, 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 gobble. 3rd and 12. That's where you want to be. Take advantage of that sack. Get off the field now. Don't let Phillip Rivers get this one too. He's under pressure. He's got to throw underneath. He's going to be taken down short. 4th down, and it is a punt situation for Phillip Rivers and the Colts. Niners get off the field for the very first time. No time like the present to do that. Oh, here comes that first interception. You know what? At this point, I'll take the punt. Thank you very, very much. This is Mr. 33 Degrees coming in again. 49ers offense looks great. Could carry us all the way. Again, sorry, I already read that one. I don't want to hear all the way anything. I don't want to talk about the playoffs yet. Beat the Colts. One game at a time. Sky Moore. No, was that Sky Moore returning the punt? Yes, it was, but he just fair catches it. And now we'll see if Brock can't start 4 for 4. By the way, thank you so much, Sporticus, who just puts $1 in the ganja jar. Thank you so very, very much. Again, if everybody watching put $1 in the ganja jar, we'd have over $800 in the ganja jar right now. Thank you so very, very much. 300 plus watching on YouTube. Another about 500 watching on all of our platforms put together. Merry Christmas. If you religiously swing the door the other way, happy last night of Hanukkah to you, if that's the direction you go in. But no matter what you do, no matter where you put your prayers, in the church, a synagogue, or maybe you don't pray at all, I hope you have a great New Year's. I hope you have a wonderful holiday season with friends and family. Don't get those holiday blues. People get a little depressed around the holidays. Come here whenever there's a 49er football game and hang out with us. We would love to have you. Thanks so much for coming on by. Again, hit like and subscribe. There we are. We're ticking up a little. I think we were at 38 the last time I saw that. Now we're at 49, 541. Can we add 9 right now? Can we just tap? Can 9 of you tap sub right now? Can we make this thing grow before I take it down? I love to see the odometer tick. I really, really do. Love to see the odometer tick. Who's going to make it move? Who's going to make it tick? It's kind of always a little embarrassing when it doesn't, by the way. What's it? Rivers, 40 likes, 5 minutes. I don't know. Is Philip Rivers out there getting more likes than I am? Either way, tap that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button. Thank you very, very much. There we go. We got people leaning in. I love watching that odometer. It just went up twice. Very exciting. Anthony said holidays suck. I'm sorry you feel that way, brother. Hopefully we can help you change that because the holidays really are great. The holidays really are great. And hopefully we can make your holiday a little bit better. Oop, there it goes again. Oh, you make me blush when you make that happen. I tell you what, we're getting spammed an awful lot over here. So that means something's working. Thank you very, very much to the spammers, the bots. 50,000, we need a confetti show. Hey, Luke Farrell with a reception. Look at that. 3 tight ends involved. We got Kittle already in the end zone. Oh, that ball. Wow. That ball was in all sorts of trouble area, and that was tipped out, and Luke Farrell's just Johnny on the spot with that. Wow. Wow. What a play by Luke Farrell. You want a confetti show? I don't know if I can give you a confetti show. I'd actually have to throw confetti, and at that point, I'd have to start vacuuming. I don't know if I want to do that down here. All right, let's get rid of this. Let's get back locked in again, shall we? 2nd and 7. Brock was looking down the left-hand side for McCaffrey, who was covered. We're going to be looking at 3rd and 7, 6:18 to play here in the first half. Again, Mr. 33 degrees. Very generous again tonight. Love you, Damon. Here's another one. Reading the other super twice. Merry Christmas, brother. Like and subscribe to this man. Damon, small barnyard animal. Thank you very much. Man, Luke Farrell. One of the best receptions that was an unintended situation to begin with. Hey, diddle, diddle. First down to George Kittle, but we do have a flag on the play. Is this coming back? Is this coming back or is this in the secondary? Where did this flag get thrown? Hands in the face. Penalty declined. You will take that play in the first down to George Kittle. Again, more positive plays being stacked on top one of the other by this 49ers offense, which is looking really good tonight in Indianapolis. Sauce Gardner's either working some seeds or he's got a chew in. He's got a spitter. No, those are seeds. Sauce Gardner working on seeds. I'd rather have him working on seeds than on offensive snaps. Luckily, he's not playing tonight. 49ers will take that break every time you can give it to him. All right, 1st and 10. Little clock right here wouldn't be a bad thing to kill before a score. We got McCaffrey running for a very short gain to the left side. He picks up 3. Again, TFS 8271. Should have been at the Fillmore last night, man. Almond Betts Family Revival was great. Loved staying around Japantown. Did you kick it around Japantown? There's some great little spots in Japantown. There really are. Sky Moore with a reception. That gets the ball into Colts territory. Sky Moore with a catch and involved in the offense. We normally just see him on special teams. There you go. I would have loved to have been at the Fillmore any night. Japantown's a good. You can have some fun in Japantown, no doubt about it. Another 2 for the Ganja Jar. Let's go. Thank you, 49ers fan 63. Appreciate that very, very much. And look at us getting closer and closer to 50 supers tonight, which is going to elicit another bottle pull. McCaffrey on first down picks up again about 2 or 3 yards. Running to the right-hand side. It's going to set up 2nd and 8. .420 on the clock. Always like to bring that up for those who do partake. We got play action. Brian Robinson. Hey, diddle diddle. Open in the middle. We got ourselves the 49ers into the red zone on that catch. George Kittle, highly involved tonight. Highly involved. George is looking great. Brock, meanwhile, is 10 of 13 with 3 touchdowns already. Man, it looked like there was a little helmet to helmet at the end of that for George. Looks like he got his bell rung a little bit. No flag on the helmet to helmet. I'm not saying there should be. Kendrick Bourne does make a catch. I don't think this one's going to be overruled. That was not, let's take another look at it, challenge. No. That was a catch for Kendrick Bourne. Brock Purdy has unintentionally thrown one to Luke Farrell. Has already thrown one now to Kendrick Bourne and Sky Moore. And Demarcus Robinson had the first touchdown of the evening. So look at Purdy spreading it around. Got some 49er fan wearing an Iron Man mask. So far, we got an 8-play drive here. Ball at the 10-yard line. 1st and 10. Can still pick up a first down before you get into a 1st and goal situation, though. That's right. Kendrick Bourne gets his $500,000 bonus with that catch. Good for Kendrick Bourne. He was, of course, going to get that. Good for Kendrick Bourne. Brock got his 4th touchdown in him right here. 2nd and 5 from just outside the goal line. Swung out to McCaffrey. McCaffrey is going to be stopped short of scrimmage. Go Niners, call me Ernie. We lost our friend Ernie last Sunday. We buried our friend Ernie, who was a huge supporter of this channel and of me, and was one of the first guys to show up for any in-person event that we did. Very good friend to Smiley Dan's. He passed away so tragically. Ernie's profile, let me show you, since you brought up Ernie. Oops, I knocked down my Klay Thompson bobble, but I got Ernie's profile. He'll be behind me all night long. There he is. At his memorial. It was draped in Niners colors. This guy was a great fan, a really good guy, great guy. What a shame. Thank you. Do it for Ernie. Do it for Ernie tonight. That would be great. What do we got? Jared Lorenzen vibe from Rivers, Brian the English. All I can tell you is that Jared Lorenzen wouldn't even fit in the Colts jersey, I'm guessing at this point. Remember, Jared Lorenzen out of Kentucky was the Pillsbury throw boy. What I think they got for Phillip Rivers is like this huge flak jacket on, so when he gets hit, if he gets hit, his ribs don't shatter. Pillsbury throw boy, by the way, one of the single greatest nicknames in sports history. It really was. What do we got here? Rita says, Palika the Chihuahua said, ditch the eggnog. Now cooking bacon hamburgers. Come on. Salute to DB. So first of all, we're pro bacon cheeseburgers at all times. You did say hamburgers, though. You didn't say cheeseburgers. Maybe you're not. Maybe you got a lactose situation going on there. But either way, you put bacon on a burger. You have my full attention as always. Thank you so much, Rita. Getting close to halftime, so fuck it. Let's drink up. Seasonal compliments to all the gang. And R.I.P. Ernie Ned. Thank you very much. R.I.P. Ernie, indeed. What a sweet guy he was. You know what? We're getting closer to our super goals, but this one's for Ernie. Right here, right now. You bring up Ernie. Cheers to Ernie. Here's to our 2-minute warning. All right, back from the 2-minute warning. Niners, 3rd and 6. They can pick up a first down before it's an end goal situation. But I bet you Brock is looking into the end zone. He is to George Kittle. Nearly caught it. Hey, diddle, diddle. A drop from George Kittle. Would have been an incredible catch. No doubt about it. He was spun around. It was like a back shoulder fade that he tried to pull in with one hand. Actually, you know what? George is going to look at that and be all kinds of pissed off at himself that he didn't catch it. Kittle can make that catch. We've seen him do it. It would have the highest degree of difficulty. He's gonna be upset when he sees that. But here we go. We're going to get a little Eddie Pinheiro. A 25-yard attempt for Eddie Pinheiro. I mean, honestly, I almost might have freaking gone for it and left Phillip Rivers with 96 yards. But the Niners will take a 2-score lead in this football game. For the first time, they're up by 10. It is now 24-14. And if the Niners defense can get off the field here without points, the 49ers get the ball to start the third quarter. So, I mean, look, I don't want to say that the game's going to be decided right here in this moment or anything that dramatic, but this is a big moment in the game. You know, Phillip Rivers has been carving you up. He's got a minute 51, all 3 of his timeouts. If the 49ers can not give up a score right here, the chances of them winning this game feel like they're going to go up at least 10% in that just moment alone. Again, I know you can track this shit in real time. I'm not one of those guys. I don't like dorking out too hard with analytics and bar graphs and bouncing percentages during a game. It's all nonsense. By the way, you got to like the state of Indiana that is in the negative space in the captain's C on the Colts jerseys. I don't know if you've noticed that, but in the captain's C on the jersey, in the negative space in the C is for captain or cookie. And hopefully the Duchess is upstairs making some cookies right now, by the way. But the state of Indiana is in that negative space. And that looks good. I tell you, it's a really nice touch from the Colts on their jersey. It's funny. I'll notice a little negative space state of Indiana in the captain's C, and women that I love can come home with brand new haircuts, and I don't notice. Although I got to tell you, I did notice my mother-in-law's haircut. I brought it up to Liz, and she was like, "Thank you." Again, you pay attention. It does matter. It really does. I got to tell you, Liz did a nice job with her hair. Oh, Phillip Rivers loads up here. He doesn't like throwing the ball too far down the field, and that fell incomplete. Okay. Damn, infinity touchdowns is off the table. Maybe just scoring drives, and we still get it done. Yeah, look, JD, I mean, what if I told you that the 49ers didn't punt and they scored every single time they touched the ball with a 10-point lead already in hand? I'd like their chances an awful lot if that's what you're going to tell me they do. We might have hit 50 supers before halftime here. A delayed handoff to Jonathan Taylor on 2nd and 10, and the 49ers are all over it. Tatum Bethune comes up and meets him right in the middle. Tick, tick, tick. It's going to be 90 seconds. 3rd and 7. I mean, this is the situation where almost like Shanahan should almost call a timeout right here and see if you can get off the field on 3rd and 7. You can tell he's thinking about it a little. 3rd and 7. Huge play right here for the 49ers defense. Huge play for the 49ers defense in this football game. Right here. Right here. They send 4. Nearly get a little pressure on Rivers. Incomplete. Incomplete. Pierce is looking for a flag on shit. I think he's going to get it. That is a flag. Damn it. Darrell Luter Jr. This guy is not great. Why is Darrell Luter Jr. playing over Chase Lucas? I don't like that. Darrell Luter Jr. has gotten beat for a touchdown. I tell you, that was a little normal hand fighting. I can hear Troy Aikman saying, I think Luter plays this pretty well. I do too. That was a rough flag on Darrell Luter Jr. That was a rough flag, especially in the moment of the game when the Niners wanted to get off the field so bad there. Just on the edge of field goal range, 59 seconds to play. And again, the Colts still have all 3 of their timeouts. Phillip Rivers floats one in. Completion. Picked up about 15 there. Man, Phillip Rivers is coming. Phillip Rivers has already thrown the ball 19 times. I got him under. I got Phillip Rivers under, 27 attempts? I'm going to lose. I'm going to lose my sleeper parlay on Phillip Rivers alone unless he gets knocked out of this football game. He is out here winging it. And Niners are doing a real nice job on Jonathan Taylor tonight. This is one of those, I said before the game even started, kind of like last week's game plan against the Titans. It's stop the running back, dare the quarterback to beat you. Well, Phillip Rivers is out there taking the dare, but they've done a really good job on Jonathan Taylor. Flag on that play. Phillip Rivers is pissed. I'm sure he said, gosh darn it. That's an M call. I don't know, but thank you very much. It's a bum call, damn call. I don't know. Thomas, thank you very much, though, for the super. We got Lucas Shea Houston Jr. Regarding the boat, if IU wins the Natty, Signetti confetti, or better yet, Signatty confetti. Yeah, I like both of those more than Hoosier Daddy, which I've seen a million times in the state of Indiana. So, yes, I like that more. Hope your family got in okay. It's a wonderful 2025. Thank you very much, Rack. They are in. They are making cookies upstairs. Things are good. All right, 2nd and 12, 32 seconds left. Phillip Rivers, maybe an interception. No, throws it underneath to Taylor, who gets stopped short. So 3rd down. Super chat bottle pull before halftime. Come on, Plusers. You're working on it. We're a few short. Just a couple of short. I'm not worried. I'll tell you that right now. The question is, we're going to start this bad boy again, aren't we? All right. 3rd and 4. Embarrassing call. It was bad. I mean, it was one of those 50-50s, but man, you gotta let a little bit of defense get played for sure. All right, Phillip Rivers on 3rd and 4. Is he going to take more stabs at it, or is this going to be field goal time? He lollipops one to Warren. Incomplete, 4th and 4, and Phillip Rivers is pissed. Man, Rivers, if Rivers throws that one in front of Warren, that's a touchdown. But it's going to be a 39-yard field goal attempt. And it is good. It is back to a 7-point game. Again, it would have been fantastic if the 49ers were able to prevent a score right there with them getting the ball back to start the third. But this defense kind of got jobbed on a bad call. How's Kyle going to play these 17 seconds? I mean, you might as well ask Brock to throw a deep one down there. If it's intercepted, no big whoop. It's as good as a punt. And it ain't going to come back to haunt you situation, you would hope. So, yeah, let's see what Kyle does. Let's see if he really wants to uncork one here. Figure after the kickoff, you'll be looking at about, well, I mean, it's not much time to do really anything. But crazier things have happened. Wait a minute. Why is that a ticker? How did that just get changed into a ticker? I have no idea. What the hell just happened? I have no idea. I don't like that. We're going to get rid of that. All right. There we go. That's better. All right, so we're looking at 11 seconds here after a Sky Moore return. This is Brock Purdy's first career game with 3 touchdowns in the first half. And by the way, we've officially reached our goal, and we did it before half. This is the first time we've reached our goal before halftime. We're having our own Brock Purdy moment. He's never had 3 touchdowns in a half. I've never had 50 supers in a half. So cheers. Whoa. All right, Brock looking to load one up here. Gets it out to Kendrick Bourne. Are they going to ask Eddie Pinheiro to attempt a 65-yard field goal here? It's going to be a 64-yard field goal attempt for Eddie Pinheiro. And here's the thing. He hasn't missed one yet in a 49er uniform. If he misses this, I almost think that's fine. You don't want to go to the NCAA tournament undefeated for the most part. This would be a career long. His career long is 59. This is a 64-yard attempt for Eddie Pinheiro. Does he have it in him? It looks like he's got the distance. Oh, it hit the crossbar. Oh, he just nearly had it by an eyelash. Oh, Eddie. He put the big leg in there. He put the big leg in there, no doubt about it. Oh, he nearly got it. Doink, right off that crossbar. Nearly sent it through. Not bad. Not bad. Yes, JP, we had that Super bottle poll. Thank you very much. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Thank you for the commentary. AVO861. Thank you. It's a pleasure. I enjoyed doing it. This is one of our biggest shows of any week. Ref screwed us. Should be 27-14 at half at least. That was tough. That was tough. That personal foul That pass interference, that was a tough call against Darrell Luter Jr., no doubt about it. At what point should the coach go to a backup quarterback for a Colts? Rivers' arm isn't cutting it. Good for the 49ers, I guess. Who's the backup? Well, the backup is Lincoln Riley, the Colts backup is, what's his name? It's not Lincoln. Riley Leonard. Lincoln Riley is the head coach of USC. Sorry. Riley Leonard is so good at this, they decided to bring in Grandpa Rivers in the first place. So I don't know how much they want to go to him. One closer to a bottle pull. We already had it. There you go. Doink. Yeah, it was a doink. Damon, you're a Bears fan. The last time the Bears were relevant, Rex Grossman was a quarterback. Are you going to toe the line next week with your fandom and let the flag fly high? I'll tell you what. I grew up a Bears fan. I definitely here's the thing. If the Bears moved to Northwest Indiana, I want nothing to do with them ever again. Like I had an affinity to Chicago and the Bears. But yeah, dude, I'm going to root for my own interests. And my interests are the 49ers are in a Super Bowl coming to San Francisco. I'll take that. I will be rooting for the 49ers. There's no doubt about that next week. Not that I really want to be out here rooting for anyone, to be honest with you. That's candy ass. Not that I'm a capital J journalist, but I'm better at my job when I'm just telling you what's happening and not getting all emotional. Got way too many emotionally involved content creators all up in their feelings, and you can feel their anxiety more than their analysis in their coverage. So hopefully we're a little bit better than that. Hopefully. But Lucas, thank you for asking. Sometimes we got to ask the tough questions around here, and I do appreciate that. It is halftime. We are an hour and 37 minutes basically into this live stream here at halftime. And I once again want to tell you that we are brought to you by Ike Sandwiches. If you order an Ike's right now, hopefully it'll be there before the game is over. The Dubliner on West Portal. My people, love you folks, Dubliner, West Portal, and we always want to tell you about Sleeper, a great place for you to go ahead and find out whether or not you got what it takes to put together that 5-leg parlay. I don't know if I did tonight, but you can do that over on Sleeper. Good luck to you. It is the best user interface you're going to see. It's fun. Huge payouts, adjust your own odds, lots of options, and get a $100 deposit match up to $100 when you use promo code Damon on the link that is right at the very, very top of the description of the live stream that you're watching right now. And I said when we got to halftime, we were going to do a little jingle jangle. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. We'll go festive the rest of the way. Since the Niners are in front after all, we'll go festive second half. Why not? Let's take a look at some of these halftime stats. Here we go. So right now, we got Purdy. First time in his career, he's thrown 3 first-half touchdowns. He's got a 145.8 rating. That is fantastic. 13 of 17, 165 yards for Brock Purdy. It is 14 of 21 for Phillip Rivers, 175 yards. He's averaging 8.3 per throw, 2 touchdowns for Rivers. He has been sacked once for 8 yards. CJ West got him. The game right now is being decided with the defense that this team is playing on Jonathan Taylor. Only 7 carries and 24 yards for Jonathan Taylor. Now, he does have 3 catches for 33 yards. He's been involved in the passing game. But I'll tell you, if you would have told me that it's only going to be 24 rushing yards for Jonathan Taylor in the first half, I would have bought that from you every single time you tried to sell it to me. Christian McCaffrey, meanwhile, is posting his best average of the season, 6.1 here at halftime. 11 carries, 67 yards, 5 catches, 78 yards, and a touchdown for George Kittle. Other touchdown receptions, one for McCaffrey, who's got 4 catches, 17 yards, a catch for Demarcus Robinson for 22 yards, and a touchdown. That was the 49ers' first catch of the game, first score of the game, pardon me. I'll tell you a place I'm coming up short in my sleeper parlay today, too, is I got Diamador Lenore making more than 2.5 tackles. He has not made one yet. With the way that the Rivers passing machine is out there, I'm a little surprised by that. But again, a whole half of football, and anything can indeed happen in a whole half of football. And let me tell you what I really hope maybe happens, and we need you to help this happen, is by leaning in and hitting that subscribe button. Let me share this with you. We are ticking up. We are going, don't, boom, boom. We're going to give you that. And we're going to say, thanks so much. 49,562. 63. It grows like an odometer. 64. That's what I love seeing. Whatever just brought you here, we got our biggest audience of this live stream so far. That usually happens at halftime. Over 400 people watching on YouTube alone. Over 1,000 across all of our platforms right now. Thank you very, very much for watching. Like and subscribe if you would, please. We're trying to get to 50,000. I really wanted to be there by the bye week. I know I really want to be there by the end of the year. So let's get it going. Let's get it going. If 100 of you all hit subbed right now, we'd have 49,666. We had a little mark of the beast right in time for Christmas. But look at this generosity. Tick, 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 tick. It keeps on going up. Thank you very, very much. Let's look at some more supers that have come in here. JD saying, couldn't think of a better way for Eddie to finally miss one. Brock has looked great. No signs of that toe causing him problems at all. Brock is the key, and there's no doubt the best defense the 49ers are going to play is scoring a whole bunch of points. This team is not built to be a monster defensively, and they will not be for a single quarter that they play between here and the end of it all. So points, 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 points. Hoosier fan and Niners fan, what's the story? Here's the thing: I didn't grow up a Niners fan. I cover the team for 20 years now, so that's why I'm here, and that's why I'm not some all in my emotions goofy fan. Oh, what do we got? We got Red Panda. Red Panda is kicking bowls on her head in Indianapolis. She must be working a Pacers game, too. Look at Red Panda out there for an NFL halftime act. They even got dancing people around Red Panda. I love it. Red Panda needs to go to the Basketball Hall of Fame. By the way, they said Eddie P was a mid-range guy. Yeah, look at it this way. Eddie P, that is exactly the... You don't have the pressure of being perfect. You're allowed to miss that field goal level of field goal miss. What the fuck with the chat? I don't know what you're talking about. TFS. I don't know what you're upset about. But thank you very much for everyone who's in the chat right now, and love the way you do it. Go Niners, Christopher. Thank you very, very much. I love doing it for you. I really do. What is this? How did Damon not notice the raid? Did we just get raided? I didn't notice the raid, honestly. It's a raid from Tom. I had no clue that it was happening. I was going over halftime stats. I was paying attention to something else. But thank you very, very much. Is being raided a sign of love? The Grossi Rossi raid. Again, I don't even know what the hell that is, but I thank you, Tom, for sending people in my direction. I really appreciate it. Whoever you are, Tom. He said, you're welcome. We're going to help you get to 50,000. Are you going to help me get to 50,000 a night, Tom? Let's go. Here we go. That thing's ticking up. Tom, whatever you're doing, it's working. I appreciate you, Tom. Thank you very, very much. Hit like and subscribe. Hit notify. Come on back here for all of our live streams. I thank you very, very much. Yeah, let's get DB to 50K before Christmas. Hey, let's get there tonight. You want to go nuts? Let's get nuts. Let's get there tonight. Thank you very much, 49er fan 63. More in the ganja jar. Always love to see it. Let's go. Oh, look at it. Just tick, 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 tick. Oh, look at that. Oh, you're making me happy, everybody. 49ers offense has got to be making you really happy. They're doing a good job keeping Brock Purdy clean tonight. Purdy has been very mobile. There looks to be, the turf toe seems to be a memory at this point. And I'm really happy to share that with you because that's something that could be lingering or, enough to be worried about over and over and over again. It looks like it's behind Brock Purdy. Hopefully there's no flare-ups. Hopefully that doesn't come back to haunt him in any way, shape, or form. But a really good night out of McCaffrey so far. Really good night out of Brock Purdy so far. He's spreading the ball around. George Kittle looks like a first ballot Hall of Fame tight end. What we haven't seen are either Jordan yet. Jordan Watkins is dressed, activated. We've seen him catch a ball or two, the rookie from Ole Miss this year. The other Jordan, this is the first time we've had double rookie Jordans activated in the same game. Jordan James, the running back out of Oregon, is activated tonight. Not sure he's going to get a sniff from scrimmage. We'll have to see. What is this? The defense is, was that log, wood? Got to go out and score. Points. Damon, did you do a wellness check on your Packer fan neighbor? I did. I immediately texted Tim, said, I hope you didn't turn that one off. Bears got away with murder. Murder in that game. Absolutely, they did. Grossi is pissed Packers suck. Well, they don't suck. But Jordan Love got knocked out of that game, and it did change things. And Diz, I don't know. I don't know if Robert Saleh is going to change things around right now because this is now a game where it's all about the Niners not making a mistake. I'd rather him keep it in front of him than make a mistake throwing a blitz at Phillip Rivers. But we'll see. We'll see where it comes from. Didn't see an awful lot of blitzing in that first half. Maybe one or two, if any at all. It's been very conservative. Rush 4, drop 7. Oh, hello, Damon. Didn't see you there. How's this game going to finish? Well, if I knew the answers to questions like that, we'd just be making bets and never have to worry about doing anything, right? Hey, the 49ers are 30 minutes away from yet another step towards a 1 seed. Brian Robinson has the ball and makes a nice return to about the 36-yard line. 36-yard line. We got Colts saying we need a flag on the play. I don't see any flag. We got a little post-game or a post-play pushing and shoving going around. Who makes a play first? Jordan James or Jordan Watkins? I'm going to go with Jordan Elliott. He might make a play as a defensive lineman first before either of those guys. Damon, you're like 2 minutes ahead of me on this broadcast. How's that even possible? Like, seriously, how is that even possible? I didn't know that was possible at all. George Kittle, right in the middle. Once again, 1st and 10. It's 49ers offense again. They're flirting with scoring more than 30 points again. This is fantastic from an offensive standpoint. It really is. Again, another nice layered throw into the secondary by Purdy. Gets it over the linebackers, under the secondary, under the safeties. George Kittle, beautiful catch. McCaffrey, just over the line of scrimmage and taken down for about a 1-yard gain. This says cable is always ahead of streaming. I hate it. I've got YouTube TV. I am streaming. Third and 9 is, I think that was Demarcus Robinson making a catch and getting blown up right where he catches it. So make that 3rd and 8. Third and 8 from midfield. Brock, keep your offense out there, buddy. Let's see what you got. 3rd and 8. Brock, wide open. Jawan Jennings, first down. Niners just cooking offensively. We got Mr. 33 Degrees saying defense will get a pick in the second half. Just wait and see. I think they're going to. I think Phillip Rivers is going to throw an interception before this game's over. There's just nothing on his ball. He's just lollipopping it with a great degree of success everywhere. Ooh, looked like Purdy tripped over Juszczyk a little bit, but he has George Kittle again on a little bootleg, and that is another first down. It's going to be 1st and goal for the 49ers. Again, right down the field here on the opening drive of the second half. Five plays, 60 yards so far to open the second half. Purdy and Kittle are just, I mean, this is backyard football for the two of them tonight. They are so in sync. Purdy, hands off to McCaffrey. Goes down right away. 2nd and goal. Second and goal. Second and goal. Juszczyk comes across the formation in motion. Purdy now rolling to his right, scrambling hard, just going to throw that one away. Brock Purdy making a business decision right there. Didn't have anybody, just said, I'm going to get rid of it. Smart play. I am become destroyer of words. Maybe Brock should buy his defense, the Toyotas. Let me tell you, see what Brock did with Toyotas this year? Brock bought Toyotas for veterans and I think parents with kids in the hospital and mobility to get back to the hospital and not. Touchdown to Jawan Jennings. Touchdown to Jawan Jennings. 49ers offense is officially cooking, boys and girls. It is 30-17 with an extra point about to come up here. Well. Awful lot of offense tonight. Again, Purdy came off that McCaffrey read and finds Jawan Jennings right in the corner. 4th touchdown pass of the night. Eddie Pinheiro. Again, he's doinking him from 64. No problem on the point after touchdown. It is 31-17, 49ers here on Monday Night Football. Boy, that was a beautiful catch by Juwan Jennings. All tips of his fingers. And then he goes over to like toss it to a Colt fan and then is like, nope, my ball. You don't get it. At least he didn't punch any fans. That happened in football this week. Don't punch a fan. You will get a 2-game suspension. Ricky Pearsall, unavailable tonight. Oregon Life with his knee. He was a scratch for this game. So no Pearsall. And in the meantime, we have seen Brock Purdy spread the ball around. Let me share this once again for you. Share this tab. Let's get into 49ers receiving numbers here. Hold on. Wait a minute. Box score. Here we go. Bring it up. Look at Purdy spreading it around. First of all, 5.3 rushing yards per average so far from McCaffrey. 13 carries, 69 yards. Kittle, 7 for 115, a touchdown. Kendrick Bourne, 2 for 25. Juwan Jennings, 2 for 24, touchdown. Demarcus Robinson, 2 for 23, touchdown. Sky Moore even has a reception for 23 yards, 4 catches for Christian McCaffrey. Luke Farrell basically caught a fumble that popped up from Christian McCaffrey or popped up from Brock Purdy. It doesn't go as a reception because I guess they're saying it was a backwards pass. So, okay. But what a moment there that could have avoided disaster from Luke Farrell. I mean, come on, man. That is a nice start to the second half for the 49ers offense. A real nice start. By the way, can we knock Phillip Rivers out of this damn game? Because let me show you what I'm doing from a sleeper standpoint. Already, let me show you where we are here from a sleeper profile. All right. Here's what we got. Christian McCaffrey, anytime touchdown in the barn. Kendrick Bourne, over 22.5 receiving yards in the barn. Diamador Lenore, 2.5 tackles. Diamador Lenore doesn't have a tackle yet tonight. That's not great. Brock Purdy, over 1.5 touchdowns in the barn. Phillip Rivers, 27.5 pass attempts. He will pass that in 6 attempts. Well, 7 attempts. So I got greedy. I got cocky. I threw that Phillip Rivers in that prop right there, and that could come back to haunt me. Oh, well, that's why they call it prop betting, not just investing well. We got Tree Man, Glock Purdy, fire emojis everywhere. Will Coward call Purdy a right-handed Tua again? That's ridiculous, man. I mean, my buddy Nick Wright and Colin Cowherd are about as dedicated to being wrong on Brock Purdy as humanly possible. And I really don't get it. It's a story that you'd think people would get behind. Another great play on Jonathan Taylor, by the way. 49ers defense is playing really nice up front. Tatum Bethune being back for the first time in a handful of weeks, I think it's a big part of that. But calling Brock Purdy right-handed Tua is ridiculous. Tua will never be anywhere near Brock Purdy unless, of course, Kyle Shanahan decides to make him a reclamation project. Wait a minute, we got a personal foul on the 49ers defense. Diamador Lenore. Oh, his name is used for something. Thanks, Diamador. What did he do? Diamador came up and punched that ball out. He got a little excited. To me, that wasn't. You know what? First of all, the player wasn't down. I don't know if Taylor was down, so I don't think you can hold that. That's another bad call, I think, going against the 49ers secondary, unless he was already ruled down. I don't know where I picked that up in the replay. Either way, 1st and 10, ball on the 50 from the midfield. Another nice stuff for the 49ers running game on Jonathan Taylor. Bethune is out there raging. He is. Tatum Bethune, tackling machine. I'm telling you, we got an awful lot of CJ West. We got some Alfred Collins. Actually, is Alfred Collins in there? I don't think he was. No. Anyway, here we go. Rivers throws downfield. It's a catch. It's a first down. You had guys saying, no. He didn't have it. He spun it away from him, but there you go. Phillip Rivers comes out here, completes one in the middle. Mustafa with the tackle. Now we got the Colts just outside the red zone. We got whistles. We got a stoppage of play. We got Kyle Shanahan throwing a challenge flag. What are they saying? He never had control of this ball? I just don't understand what they're looking at there. That's a reception. That's a reception. Ground can't cause the fumble. Kyle, I think, just threw away a timeout. I don't think Kyle's going to get that one. JD Sugar. Refs have the over. Maybe they do in this one. I am become death destroyer of words. I vote that AI takes the ref's job first. Look, man. It's hard out there being an official. There's no doubt. This game moves so fast. We have the benefit of replay. We have the benefit of slow motion. They don't. These football games take long enough. I think they need to even stream. I think just everything needs to be reviewed. You know, you got to kind of be willing to look at anything that might be wrong. You know, you can tell when sometimes this play needs another look-see. You shouldn't hesitate to give it another look-see in the name of getting it right. You know, if there's one thing I do know is that we will watch the NFL no matter what. There's no, and I got so upset at the sport, I stopped watching it. That doesn't exist. The person who threatened that they were going to do that over officiating or the team getting screwed, they lied. The person who said that they were going to do that because they didn't like messaging in the end zone or the NFL was too woke, you were right back. The person who said they were never going to watch again because of Colin Kaepernick, you're back. You're watching. Nothing drives you away. The NFL could literally break into your home, steal your family jewels. You'll be there at kickoff. Cookie. Oh, hold on.
Chocolate chip.
My 6-year-old son is bringing me a fresh baked chocolate chip cookie.
Oh, Daddy, it's happy birthday. Happy birthday.
It's not my birthday. What are you talking about? This is Ozzy. Come on in, Ozzy. Come on in, Jack. Come on in, Jack. Say happy birthday, everybody. Even though it's nobody here's birthday. Thank you very much, boys. I really appreciate this. Now, I'm telling Daddy's working.
The cookie is still cooling.
I love you. Thank you, boys.
But don't eat the cookie yet because it's still cool enough.
The cookie is still, you know what? I think I'm going to try it.
It's the first batch.
You tell Grandma. She's doing a great job up there.
No, Mommy's doing that.
Mommy did that?
Yeah.
You tell Mommy she's doing a great job. There's the rush. We got rushed by Jack and Ozzy. Happy birthday, everyone. Happy holidays. It's not my birthday. It's not even close to being my birthday. Ozzy just gets excited and he just starts screaming things. It should be somebody's birthday out there, though. You're right about that. The warm chocolate chip, that is really good. And you are right. That's what it's all about. That's why I'm asking you to get me to 50,000 subs. That's why we really appreciate all the supers. That's why we appreciate you picking up a little merch. Probably not going to get there in time for Christmas if you're ordering it tonight. But thank you, everyone, for the support. They thank you as well. By the way, that was an incomplete pass. Was it? No, they already lost the challenge. That was a bad challenge. That's an incomplete pass on 2nd and 7. That's an incomplete pass for sure. By the way, this is a really good chocolate chip cookie. I'm gonna eat that bad boy. You know what's good? I heard with a chocolate chip cookie, a little whiskey. 3rd and 7. 3rd and 7. Phillip Rivers underneath. No flags, I hope, on 4th and 7. Upton Stout, another really, really nice play underneath. 49ers defense just did its job right there. Nice job. Cheers to that. Cheers to you. Cheers to everyone who says I got cute kids. I do. I really do. Thank you. Mm-hmm. Oh. I got a little melted chocolate chip cookie stuck on the back of a tooth. "51-yard field goal attempt. Easy, right down the middle. And the Colts are on the board. Did you take the over tonight? We got scoring everywhere. Already 51 combined points in this game. Man. Defense need not apply. 31-20. Save. There you go. You have been updated. We've got 1,000 people watching right now across all of our platforms. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for being a part of it. Hopefully you met the kids. We're out of cookies. I even heard there's pizza upstairs. I'm pretty excited about that too. I'm gonna have myself a little fat boy Monday night when this one's over. And Tommy Colby dropping a "That's Precious" on the kids, right? Your kids are way too stressed out about this game. Well, they're up there surrounded by sugar and cookies right now, so they're just going nuts. We got Fuji. I wonder what the percentage of is 49er fans at Lucas Oil. Well, let me tell you, it doesn't look as overwhelming. I think this was a big Christmas week game back in Indianapolis, and a lot of Colts fans went to this game tonight. I think this was one that you save for out-of-town guests when they're coming in. This was a tough game to get into, I think, at Lucas Oil tonight. So I do not see the overwhelming sea of red that you normally see when the 49ers are in another team's stadium. I'll say that, Fuj. Mustafa and Stout out there balling. Yeah, Junior Mafia, they really are. I mean, especially Upton Stout. Mustafa's been laying the lumber now for quite some time. Upton Stout, I remember when they drafted him and we were all saying, who? What? Really? And then I got out on that practice field at training camp and I saw Upton Stout running around in shorts, in a jersey, just shells, no real pads. And I was like, why did they draft a Smurf? Why did they draft this Smurf? The day the pads went on, the day they started hitting, I got it. Upton Stout has got the squabbles in him. He's got the squabbles in him, man, and he's playing really, really well. He's figuring this out. There is no doubt about it. All right. Sky Moore, another decent return out to about the 33-yard line. freshly baked cookies. Fire. What do we got? Fatima saying sharing this experience together is the gift, you guys. Aw, it really is. It is. Even spy versus spy. Like, you got cute kids when, bitter men are like, you got cute kids. Thank you, spy versus spy. Appreciate you.
I was just gonna close
Oh,
this door.
you're going to come. Do you want to say hi again to everyone?
I was just gonna close this
Can
door.
I give you this plate back? Can you take this plate back up for mommy?
How fast did you eat it?
How fast did I eat? I ate it pretty fast. I'm a guy. I can eat a cookie pretty fast. Let's see what the 49ers do here.
I ate really fast.
You ate a cookie really fast too? Carry up the middle, Christian McCaffrey. There you go. Looking good. Are you guys having fun upstairs with Grandma and Lindsay?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? Do you like it? Do you want to sing anyone a Christmas carol?
I don't know that much Christmas.
Rudolph the Red-Nosed. What?
Oh, I don't know that
Is
much.
it Rudolph the Red-Nosed Hippopotamus?
No way.
What is it? Rudolph the Red-Nosed what? Crocodile?
No, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
You nailed it, kid. Nice job. Thanks for entertaining the masses. Bring that plate upstairs and close the door. Thank you, pal.
I'll get this door
Nice and closed? You're going to slide that closed? That's a little tough. The Ozman. Closing doors like a grown-up. All right. We got a catch to Jawan Jennings. Nice catch there. Brock Purdy under a little duress, no problem. Another beautiful throw. Nice catch for Jawan Jennings. Had a guy draped all over him. What do we got? Santa Clara police investigating Brandon Ayuk's reckless driving video. Somebody says it's kilometers, not miles an hour, so he really wasn't going 102. All I know is this, is he recorded himself speeding past Levi Stadium, and I thought of Stringer Bell just saying, are you taking notes on a criminal conspiracy? Like, who films themselves speeding? What are you doing? What are you doing, dude? Just smashing that like button. Thank you very much, Matthew. Appreciate that. Again, we got 1,000 people in here. If you have not hit that subscribe button, now would just be a great time to do it. I would really appreciate it. Look at this. We're getting closer to 49,600. Getting closer and closer. Wait, there we go. I'm going to leave it up. Can we get 20 more subs tonight? Can we get to 49,600? That'd be a great day for subs, to be totally honest. Average. We average about 20-something subs a day. So always appreciate it. If you want to tap on in, hit like and subscribe. 2nd and 9 now for the 49ers offense. What do they say? The 49ers offense has scored in 22 straight quarters. That is their longest streak since 1995. I was still in college in 1995. But that's something else. Santa Clara police investigating the BA reckless video. Feels right. Look at Thomas Moore. He's like, am I going to punt? Am I going to punt? You guys going to need me? 3rd and 9. 3rd and 9. Brock, what are you looking at 3rd and 9? Catch by Kendrick Bourne, but he's short of any first down marker. So we're looking at 4th down, and we're looking at Eddie Pinheiro jogging on out for a field goal here. Can he make it 34-20? Can the Niners go up 14 here? Being up 14, again, nothing should be comfortable, but things do get more comfortable up 14, and the 49ers are indeed up 14. Jake Moody, who needs him? By the way, George Kittle's got his hand. Is George Kittle all right? Kittle had his hands in he was way bent over. Helmet in his hands. Hopefully everything's okay with George Kittle. He has been bawling tonight. Yeah, the punter is bored. It's good when the punter is bored. Fuji says, it seems like there's a pretty good show of 49ers fans there. It's funny. I'm really not paying attention to that tonight. I haven't seen too many overwhelming patches of red in the crowd shots that I've noticed. Normally, though, when they cut away from the game, I'm over here talking to you or looking at something. I'm multitasking. A lot of things going on. Eddie Money. It really has been something else, man. Kittle looks worried. Yeah, I didn't like that shot of Kittle that I saw either. Hopefully everything's okay. Hopefully everything's okay. Win gets the 5 seed, on to the 1 seed. We're not on to anything yet. We're not on to Cincinnati. You're not on to a 1 seed. You're on to nothing. You're on to the next play in this game, which still, the way that the 49ers defense is playing is just, you can't even come close to saying it's in the barn. Not even close. But things are looking good. If you can get off the damn field here, that would just be lovely. Boy, I hope we haven't missed any supers along the way. I think we got them all. Again, thanks to everyone for all you do, all the supers. Oh, no, Kittle. Do we have any consensus? Is there like Matt Mayoko, Matt Barrows? Is anyone talking about George Kittle is over 100 receiving yards for the first time this season? That was from 25 minutes ago from Matt Barrows. So I don't have any bad news to share with you. Yeah, on to Cincinnati. It's an old football saying. By the way, no, Christopher, I did not get Fish Sphere tickets this time around. Didn't happen. Those things went fast. No, wait a minute. Hold on. No one pass along information. Again, Kittle had some smelling salts. Don't tell me about, don't say Kittle ripped hamstring. Come on. Don't even start with that nonsense. This is what I'd like to think. Maybe he was hiding a snack. Who was the guy who was eating a hot dog on the sideline? Who was that? Who was eating a hot dog on the sideline? I totally forget who that was. Or maybe there was a hot dog. Someone was sneaking a hot dog in an NBA game. Exactly. On to Cincinnati. It's a Belichick podium moment. Thank you very much, Mark Sanchez. Mark Sanchez got that. Oh, you got shut out too, Vermi? Yeah, I'm sorry, man. Cortez Kennedy. Was he eating? All right, 2nd and 7. 49ers defense, come alive. Just for a play or two. All right, they're going to set up 3rd down. No rings yet, but a board punter beats Andy Lee's MVP performances. You're right about that, Brian. Andy Lee, the MVP. Man, I'll tell you, between, Andy Lee and the punter that the Raiders had for a while. The Bay Area was Punt City, USA. The Shane Leckler. Third down and 2. Swing pass. First down. Tackle for Diamador Lenore, though. Need a couple of those to make my parlay, but with every single pass attempt by Phillip Rivers is 3 passes away from hitting the over and bringing my sleeper 5-leg parlay to the graveyard. Little play action. Rivers just over the middle. That play's been there for him all night long. Got Iceman saying Kittle appears to be trying to walk off some kind of injury. There's blood on his right knee, but it's unclear if that is part of the issue. Now I see Kittle's over there working a little something out right now. Oh, now they're going to show what they think might be a point of injury. Oh, that looks oh, God, that looks non-contact. Oh, man. What is that on George Kittle? Oh, he is hurt. Oh, geez. Hopefully that is just like a little tweaked meniscus or something. But, man, that doesn't look good. And George Kittle is without a doubt testing everything he can on that knee right now. Oh, geez. This is why we can't have nice things. There's another Niner down while we're worried about George Kittle, who just got helped up and peeled off the turf. Who is that? Is that Keon White? No, excuse me. That's Tatum Bethune. Tackling machine hurt again? Oh, no, Tatum. Say it ain't so. And Eric Kendricks, who got elevated from the squad today. Eric Kendricks is now in this game. Okay. Hopefully everything is okay with George, man. Because, yeah, I would agree with you. Bay Marin, that would be a nut punch if he is seriously injured. Broadcast just said ankle issue. Well, thanks, Brett. It looked like his knee went just a little wonky. Hope I'm wrong. Third and 3 from midfield. Again, Phillip Rivers has been picking up 3rd and 3 all night long. Jonathan Taylor, first down. He runs it forward. I think that's enough. Yep, there it is. First down. And we're going to get the Colts running one more play here unless there's a clock stoppage. This should be the final play of the third quarter. Again, Niners are sitting on a 14-point lead. The Niners led at halftime. They're undefeated when leading at halftime this year. And that all needs to stay the same. Another handoff to Jonathan Taylor. Niners are all over that. Very, very nice. Malik Mustafa comes on up, makes a great tackle, and there we go. Put it on up. It's the fourth quarter. Getting back to some happy holidays action here in the fourth quarter. We thank everyone for being here in the fourth quarter. We are 2 hours and, my goodness, 24 minutes in. We got 1,000 people watching, and I want to thank you for being here. check out Sleeper. Sleeper's got incredible odds for you, incredible parlays and great payouts and the best user interface you're going to see anywhere. Find out why it is the world's fastest growing fantasy app. Download it, start playing today, and use promo code Damon to get a $100 deposit match on your first 100. Use the link that is right at the top of the description of this video. My man Ike, again, you got an awful lot. I'm talking about an awful lot of baking and cooking coming up. Make a day easy on yourself during the holidays. Order Ike's if you are around one, and hopefully you are. It's the fastest growing sandwich empire in America, and hopefully there'll be an Ike's near you soon if you're not near one already. And we always say thank you to the Dubliner, West Portal, Kenny and John, serving up the best pulled pint of Guinness in the city of San Francisco. Go to the Dubliner, West Portal. No tech bros, no douchebags, no influencers, just people, normals from the normal side of San Francisco. So thank you very, very much for being here. Again, please tap like and subscribe. We are on our way to 50,000 subs. Can we get to 49,600 tonight? With over 1,000 people in the room, I know that there are some of you right now that are watching over on Twitter, over on Twitch. Pop on to Damon Bruce Plus on YouTube and tap that subscribe button if you would, please. I love seeing that thing tick up like an odometer. I do. Look at all that natural growth. Look at that nice blue line there. You see that? That's natural growth. We ain't out here buying subs. We're not posers. We're not trying to look like we got more people paying attention. No, 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 no. This is all real. It's all happening. It's real and spectacular, if you don't mind me saying. So thank you very, very much for being a part of this. And I want to invite everyone who is watching now for the first time to make sure that you hit subscribe and notify, because on Tuesday morning, yours truly and Larry Krueger will be going live. We will be going live with Niner Wake Up at 10 a.m. West Coast to recap everything that happens here tonight. Brock Purdy is a touchdown pass away from establishing a new career high with 5. Let's see if we get there. But right now, the ball is in Phillip Rivers' hand. 15 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter, 2nd and 9, and here we go. The 49ers are 15 good minutes of football away from another step closer to the 1 seed. Pass to Tyler Warren, reception, first down. Phillip Rivers just sunk my sleeper battleship. Oh, I think everything else here is going to hit. I should have left it as a 4-legger. I had to get crazy. By the way, I got crazy with the 5th one because you get a payout boost of 100%. Some of the boosts and bonuses that Sleeper offer are fantastic. It's almost like they understand it's a lot harder to hit a 5-leg parlay than it is a 4-leg parlay. They must be good at this. Merry Christmas, Damon, to you and yours. Craig's, thank you so very much. And a little tip to the ganja jar. Appreciate that. All right, 2nd and 2. Phillip Rivers again to Jonathan Taylor, who gets his legs going a little bit, but he is pulled down. Again, the Niners defense has had a rough night, but have done a great job on Jonathan Taylor, all things considered. But we're looking at 1st and goal. Phillip Rivers' entire family is in a luxury box, which means you got a full luxury box. I think he's got 26 kids. Another completion to his tight end, Ali Cox. And we're going to be looking at 2nd and goal here. Colts are not going away, man. Not going away. Not even close. Here we go. Maybe we need holiday cheer again. Maybe that'll help the 49ers get back into it. There you go. Holiday cheer. Holiday cheer on 2nd and goal. Niners. Watch Jonathan Taylor punch it in. Touchdown, Colts. Okay. We got ourselves a football game. Nothing easy. Nothing easy. It's about to be 34-7. Quentin Nelson just goes out and does a little road grating. Opens up a hole. Again, Jonathan Taylor's not getting much tonight, but he got into the end zone right there. Point after is good. And this is a 7-point game, boys and girls. 7-point football game. The good news is, as the 49ers are going through the Colts, even faster than the Colts are going through the 49ers. One more touchdown drive and end it. DS. I don't know if one is going to do it. I don't know if one's going to do it. It feels like who's ever got the ball last will win this game. How about that, right? Nice decorations. How about look at that? Look at that. Like I had anything to do with it. I just pushed a button. No defense. No defense tonight. Guess what? There's not going to be any defense against the Chicago Bears, which is a little worrisome. There's not going to be much defense against the Seahawks. There's not going to be much defense in the postseason. 49ers are incapable of throwing an awful lot of defense out on a football field right now. So adjust your mindset accordingly. Accept the reality of the situation. Sit back and enjoy as much of it as you can. Because in the bend, pray you don't break nature of this defense, it's incredible you could still be a 1 seed. It's nuts. It's absolutely nuts. How Kyle Shanahan is not the coach of the year, leading clubhouse candidate right now. Well, I bet you Mike Vrabel and the Patriots are really, really impressive, which they are. But it's amazing how just dismissed Shanahan is as a good head coach. It's like everyone understands how good of a head coach he is. In one of his finest head coaching seasons, he's not even going to be awarded or even considered. Damon, send me what you're smoking. They're not a number 1 seed. Look, Philip, there's nothing to argue about. Because if they win tonight and then win their next 2, they're going to be the 1 seed, whether you like it or not, whether they've earned it or not. Don't tell me the Bears are an unstoppable level of worrisome where it's just, the game's over before it even starts. Get out of here. Seahawks are a division team. Division games always go weird. Already beaten Seattle once this year. Don't tell me you can't do it again. Again, don't tell me that what I'm talking about is an impossibility. The math says it is a probability. A great probability? Who cares? It's out there. Philip, it could happen. So why you'd root against it? Little nuts to me. Damon, the Colts opened the door when they settled for that field goal in the third quarter. The Niners didn't want it, though. Now it's a one-possession game, and Kittle is hurt. Let's see how quickly, if Kittle even is back out there. Let's take a look at this. SF Indigo. Did Indy give the NFL a blueprint to beat them? No. I mean, here's the blueprint. Your quarterback has got no pressure on him. He should play well in that scenario. When you don't pressure NFL quarterbacks, you're asking for it. By the way, there was absolutely no pressure there on Brock Purdy. Easy completion to Jawan Jennings, first down. You know, when a quarterback is not under duress, there's not a lot that I think that, offensive coordinators really need to put under the microscope. No pass rush equals we're going to move the ball. We got Jake Tongas in this game, by the way. Luke Farrell's in this game, by the way. George Kittle is not in this game right now. Kittle's officially out the rest of the day, rest of the game. We got not that. We got Kittle out. Lyle, if you heard that, I did not hear that on the game. So thank you for sharing that. I hope you passed along correct information. 2nd and 5. Again, McCaffrey's been running really well tonight. He picks up nearly a first down there going to the right-hand side. Clock continues to tick. We're going to be under 11 minutes here in just a second. Again, Niners got a 3-play drive going here. 3rd and 1. Hopefully this will be a first down. Let this 3-play drive become a 12-play drive. Eat clock. McCaffrey. Or McCaffrey could just bust one. His longest run of the year right there, I believe. Certainly one of them. That looked to be about a 20-yarder for Christian McCaffrey. On the ground, to the left. Kyle Juszczyk, lead block. Very nice. I'm telling you, the Colts ain't even slowing the Niners down. Juszczyk didn't do that much right there. It's kind of along for the ride. I'm telling you, the only reason why anyone might even be a little down on Christian McCaffrey is because of the offensive line. Christian McCaffrey's the same guy he always was. He's a badass. It's the offensive line that lets Christian McCaffrey down, not the other way around. What's with all the black confetti flying around the stadium? I noticed that. So they're doing their blackout helmet night. So maybe fans got shit to tear up and throw. I don't know. Looks like Brock's having a communication issue in his helmet. He's saying I can't hear. All right, so just take this down to one call. Timeout. Timeout. There you go. Okay, talk about that. Fix Brock's helmet. Get your hand signals down. I'm old enough to remember when you just be like, oh, no, wait, that's baseball. I think I just sent the runner. Look, if George Kittle misses any part of the next 2 weeks, the 1 seed might have floated away. Let's hope he's okay. That's really all you can do. Anytime a Niner goes down, you hope he's okay. He usually never is, but hopefully Kittle, man, hopefully he's going to be all right. He and Purdy were so in lock tonight. God, they've been great. Second and 9. Clock has been stopped at 9:18 here. Let's get this clock ticking again. Ball at the 20-yard line. Purdy. Incomplete to Brian Robinson Jr. along the sideline. So we're talking about 3rd and 9. All right. 3rd and 9. Big play. Big play right here. You want to keep chewing clock. Brock, first down. Jawan Jennings in the middle. 1st and goal. Chewing clock Brock with a big completion right there to get the Niners under the 9-minute mark and just outside of the end zone. Damon, you going to be in Bears gear on Sunday night. I have an old Mike Singletary jersey. And look, Mike was a bad head coach. He was a better linebacker. But no, I will not be in Bears gear on Sunday night. I know where my bread is buttered. I'm working for you. All right. Again, McCaffrey carries it up the middle, doesn't do anything but keep that clock ticking. The Niners' next play is going to come under the 8-minute mark here. Tick, 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 tick. 3rd and Juwan. Haven't said that in a while. Thank you very much. Hand banana. Again, no Bears gear on Sunday night. By the way, we are 20 supers away from having 100 supers tonight. So get on it. It's Christmas. All right, Brock, spinning around, running in the wrong direction, getting a little momentum going towards the end zone. Does he have that in the end zone? Oh, my God, did he just find Tongas in the back of the end zone? No, he's out of bounds. 3rd and goal. Man, Brock looked like he had that for a minute. Tongas dragging. Kyle needs to look at that. That's a touchdown. He is dragging feet as he caught that. That is a touchdown. Review that right now, Kyle. You got your first review wrong here. Tongas that's a touchdown. That is a touchdown. That should be Brock Purdy's 5th touchdown pass of the night. Tongas has both feet down, full control. He drags him out of that. Kyle, what are you doing? He's not going to look at that? Oh, my gosh. Doesn't matter. Touchdown to Christian McCaffrey, who was wide open. How do you not look at Christian McCaffrey? The Niners just scored twice right there. I think Tongas just got screwed. 9-yard touchdown reception, though. Christian McCaffrey. It's about to be 41-27 Niners, and that's exactly what they needed. Again, the Colts defensively are even worse than the 49ers are defensively in this game. Where was anybody on? Christian McCaffrey was alone. That was a 10-play, 70-yard drive. It is 41-27, back to 14. Now the 49ers are in good shape. A career-high 5 touchdown passes for Brock Purdy. How about that? How about that? Not bad, Colin Cowherd. Not bad, Nick Wright. Yeah, I think Tongas got robbed. I do. I think Tongas got robbed right there. Dude, it's just offense, 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 offense. The 49ers right now have 433 yards of offense. The Colts have 276 yards of offense. There has only been how many punts in this game? Go back to the box score real quick, but this is just, I mean, look at it this way. If you're a fan of defensive football, you hate this Monday Night Football game. This has been atrocious from a defensive point of view. There's no doubt about that. There hasn't been a punt in this game. Neither team has punted. Neither team has punted in this game. By the way, I guess that's kind of an interesting way to look at it, too. The Niners haven't punted in December. Wow. That's not bad. They didn't have one, what was it, the bye week? That was the first week of December. I know they didn't have a punt last week. No punt this week. Man, that's not bad. Again, if you want to know your defense is piss poor, the dude gets the ball 95% of the time, and they're leaving him wide open. But the Niners got a 40 spot tonight. Kyle had to challenge that catch. I thought so too, man. I thought so too. I really wanted to see that catch go to Tonga. I think he had it. Have to contribute to the Christmas Super Bowl chat pile. Thank you very much, Mike. I appreciate you for throwing that in the ganja jar, brother. Thank you. Damon, this is a good this is a good D. Niners and O, pretty awesome. Well, I don't know, Greg. I don't know what. Basically, I think what you're saying here is the 49ers' best defense is their offense right now. Now would be a perfect time for that elusive pick six. I hear you, Joe. That'd be it. Phillip, he's always got one in him, right? Oh, we got fouls and flags everywhere here. Holding. Declined. What are we looking at? What are we looking at here on this special teams play? Yep, that is a hold. Not the worst I've ever seen, but the Niners are happy to take it. You know, say whatever you want about this Colts defense, and they've been wildly unimpressive tonight. But I don't think a lot of people had the Niners putting up 40 this evening. Phillip Rivers, that ball's out. That ball's live. Upton nearly has on it. Upton nearly jumps on it, but that ball was fumbled by Phillip Rivers. That ball came out. Almost got the fumble right there. Alfred Collins, I believe. Yeah, there he is. Look at Alfred Collins going up against Tucker. Fumble, caused that fumble without a doubt. Upton Stout tried to jump on it, but the Colts recovered it back. I mean, it was the Phillip Rivers Tuck rule almost right there. So now it's 2nd and 25, ball from the 5-yard line. That's the best defensive play the 49ers have had all night. Phillip Rivers looks to get one out, nearly intercepted. How about that? Now we see D. Winters. I think it's the first time we've used his name all night. D. Winters got his hands on that. 3rd and a mile. 3rd and 25. Jen says, I messaged earlier today. Eddie and Kittle got me points. 1 for fantasy. Thanks, DB, for the great coverage. Oh, I remember that, Jeb. Jeb, did you hit? He said he needed a big night out of Kittle. Needed a big night out of Eddie. Oh, I hope you got it, man. That's great. That is fantastic, Jeb. I like when fantasy dreams come true. Oh, we got ourselves an airmail there from Rivers, and that is a big defensive stand. 4th and 25, and the Colts will be punting from their own end zone. Alfred Collins, with the play of his young career, if you don't mind me saying, causing that fumble by Phillip Rivers. By the way, a better thrown ball, and that might have been a problem. Right from the back of the end zone. Sanchez gets it off. Sky Moore takes it, thinks about it, brings it up field. No, nearly gets his head taken off, but he holds on to the ball. Nice job, Sky Moore. Good return, all things considered. He got kind of a little blown up right there. Held on to the ball, though. Yeah, you're right. Alfred Collins, he forced that fumble against the Rams earlier this year. 2 forced fumbles from Alfred Collins. Huge, 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 huge. Either way, I'll take all the forced fumbles Alfred Collins can give me. You should too. By the way, George Kittle walking around. Here's the thing. George Kittle's walking around. That's the good news. I can't give you any severity, but if George Kittle's knee or ankle was that much in Dutch, he wouldn't be walking around. They wouldn't just be letting him hang out on the sideline if he were really hurt right there. So that's good news, hopefully, on George Kittle. Phillip Rivers is feisty. Phillip Rivers is feisty. All right, let's run a 6-minute drive here, Niners. Get us out of this game. McCaffrey carries, spins, yard or two, tick, tick, tick. Phillip Rivers is hot. He is right now. I think Alfred Collins is going to have a bright future, Vish. You know, he came in and, right away showed some flashes, but didn't flash early and often enough. It's tough for young interior defensive linemen to really do that. But, man, I'm liking him more and more as the season goes along. There is no doubt. I think the Niners got a good pick there. Purdy throws back across his body. Caught by McCaffrey. It's going to bring up 3rd down. But tick, 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 tick. 49ers' last punt was in Cleveland on November 30th. Last 19 drives, 10 touchdowns, 6 field goals, 0 punts. Not bad. Not bad. But Brock Purdy and Kyle Shanahan are never going to win a Super Bowl. Yeah, that might be more on the defense this year than either one of those guys, right? Purdy, 3rd down. Completion. Tongas, 1st down. He did go out of bounds, though. Let me tell you, Jake Tongas has been a real nice surprise this year. He's the one guy who looked good in training camp and has had a good season above expectation. Everyone else who looked good in training camp has kind of been disappointing based on expectations you might have had for them this year, except for maybe Tatum Bethune. 1st and 10. This tick, 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 tick. McCaffrey doesn't get nearly anything, but that clock stays moving. No, it doesn't stay moving. The clock is not moving. The Colts called a timeout right there. All right, so the Colts are already playing that call a timeout game. I mean, they have to now, no doubt. TFS says, Damon, week 8. One Damon Bruce said the top-ranked Colts, 7-1, don't concern him. They will have their annual 4 losses in a row before the end of the season. Tonight would be 5 in a row, wouldn't it? Tonight would be 5. By the way, you are right. I did say that. Every now and then I get one right. Every now and then I get one right. So let me get this one right, too. This is the most wide-open football season you've ever had. There isn't a single great team out there. Everyone is just a football team. And the Niners are as much just a football team as anyone. Oh, that ball went right in between the hands of Purdy's receiver, and it will be an interception. Brock has thrown an interception, but it was not on Brock Purdy. That was all on the receiver. Whose hands did that go through? Who was that? Who was that just let the Colts back in this game? Kendrick Bourne. It was a high throw. It was a high throw. That one got away from Purdy. No doubt about it. What a shame. It was what a night for Purdy beyond that interception. And let's have no hauntings. No hauntings right now. It's like that movie, the TV show, The Bear, no hauntings. Red Jet coming in with a Jesus, a damn it. Yeah, I mean, either way, you're right. That was too high. That was too high, but you want to see your receiver come down with it. What a shame. See, as soon as we start talking about how it's in the barn over here, thank you. You were giving me a compliment. I took the compliment. Turnover, just like that. You don't tug on the cape of the football gods. Phillip Rivers to Alex Pierce. Good God. Alec Pierce, nice catch, nice run. He's having a career game himself. And Phillip Rivers got something going with him. This game just went to under 4. And by the way, just like that, the Colts are on the edge of field goal range, if not already in it. Oh, interception. D. Winters. He got it from Phillip Rivers, and he is off to the races. He is gone. There's the pick six that you always get. Phillip Rivers officially has signed the document. Thank you, Phillip Rivers. It's about to be 48-27.
D. Rivers.
There you go. Jillian, happy with that one. My goodness. My goodness. There you go, Niners fans. You're a step closer to a 1 seed. You want him to say goodnight to the bad guy? Well, say goodnight to the bad guy. Could be a long time before you see a bad guy that old again. Phillip Rivers had a hell of a fucking game tonight. He really did. Right up into that moment. 23 of 35. Can't believe they asked him to throw that. Look at D. Winters, just pick six in that all the way to the house. We only used his name twice tonight. Right there. Right there. By the way, again, hold on, wait. We got this one. This is from the Lads Band Live. So it's not my birthday. I know that Ozzy came in here and said happy birthday and gave me a cookie. My birthday's in March. Kids get confused when they get a little excited. They got a lot of sugar in them, and they're excited because grandma and my sister are here, and they got sugar because they're upstairs baking cookies. By the way, Madden caught the Seahawks eating hot dogs from a helmet during a preseason game. Madden is missed. He absolutely is. But Lads Band, thank you very, very much. Maybe too soon, Damon. Sorry for my last comment. It's, you know what? The football gods just made it right. You're okay. Again, you can pay to say whatever you want. I will read it. Thank you very, very much. So 2 interceptions traded on back-to-back drives by by Purdy and Rivers. Hold on, let me get this score. I mean, I don't think we have seen points quite like this all year. 49ers. Again, had Eddie Pinheiro made that career-long 64-yarder that doinked off the crossbar, we're talking about a 50-burger here. A 50-burger for the 49ers tonight. Finally, jumping a route worked. D. Winters just jumped that route, and it worked. Again, every week, got to deal with the naysayers. Just telling you, keep on winning. Keep on winning. Nothing can go wrong if you just keep winning. Are you going to win with a dominant defense? Are you going to shut anybody out? No, not at all. But when you got a defense that can do a little something like this, oh, now Riley Leonard is in the game. Okay. Merry birthday. Thank you, Bay Marin. That's probably what Ozzy was trying to say. And you are right. A very good scrap with the Chicago Bears is officially coming up, so you better be ready for it. Here's what I would love to see. I'd love to see the Seahawks get dumped by the Panthers next week. That could happen. That game is in Carolina. By the way, over 1,200 people watching right now. Thank you all for being here. Please hit like, tap that thumbs up button. Where are we in terms of, we're not even at 500 likes yet. Tap that thumbs up button. And again, if you really want to make sure you're hanging out with us the rest of this football season, hopefully you're thinking about subscribing as well. Because what we're trying to do is get to 50,000. I'd like to be at 49.6. We only need, 15 more to get there tonight? That's nothing, man. That's nothing. 15 people right here could officially make the season a little bit brighter for yours truly. Let's get there together. Let's get to 50,000. Let's all come back here and hang out for that Bears game. Let's be hanging out for that Seahawks game. Let's hang out for whatever the playoff run actually looks like. Let's hang out together and get it done together. Got some seasonal blahs or blues coming up? Come and hang out with us. It's great to have you here. Hit like and subscribe and notify and all those good things if you would, please. Okay. Let's see now. We're officially over 3 hours. Just across the 3-hour mark of this live stream. So let me once again tell everyone it is officially time for you to check out Sleeper. Next time you're making your wagers, I'm telling you, this goes across all sports, but check out that user interface on Sleeper. You're going to love it. It is easy to use. The payouts are extraordinary. Your options are extraordinary. And you get a $100 deposit match up to $100 when you use promo code Damon. Use the link right at the top of this description of this video that you're watching right now. Let's see. We got my man Ike of Ike Sandwiches, always throwing down sponsorships. He actually, I was texting him. The two of us are going to be handing out so many sandwiches on Radio Row this year during the Super Bowl. So it's in his hometown. It's in my hometown. We're going to feed the people. And I love that I'm a part of that, Ike. Thank you so very, very much. And our good friends at the Dubliner West Portal. Man, I don't know when that next Plus Mania is coming up, but it's coming to the Dubliner West Portal. It really, really is. Thank you so much to Kenny and John for being great sponsors. 2 football seasons in a row now. I really, really appreciate it. Again, we are growing in ways that I could have only hoped. Seriously. And I thank you all so very, very much for being here. 49ers about to put this one to bed, hopefully, here. Scott Van Pelt and his shiny bald head. Happy to be indoors in Indianapolis. I am sure of it. We're going to hear from Brock Purdy and Phillip Rivers. Phillip Rivers is going to come out all ornery, isn't he? Don't have to worry about him swearing, but he will be ornery. I think Phillip Rivers is about to be the best story of the football season that doesn't win once this year. So here we are coming out of the 2-minute warning. It is 4th and 1. The question is here, can the Niners get the Bears back right now? That is an incomplete pass, and the Niners are going to get the ball back. And the Colts have basically lost this football game officially now here. They got 2 timeouts, but there won't be any calling of timeouts here, right? We're not gonna do one of those, are we? How about that? In week 8, the Colts had a 98% chance. Again, they were 7-1, just like my friend said here. Look at this. We're going to go back. We're going to go back in time. I feel a lot more comfortable putting it out right now. In week 8, when they had a 98% chance to make the playoffs, the Colts were 7-1. Didn't concern Damon. They're going to have their annual 4 losses in a row before the end of the season. Tonight is loss number 5 in a row for the Colts. Bay Area Chris says, the kid stayed up late, DB. We need a maximum football. Well, then. Maximum football! There you go. There you go. Certainly the 49ers offense achieved maximum football here. We got victory formation happening. MKG, Christmas is saved. It is a Christmas miracle indeed. Next up, the 85 Bears. Hardly, Rita. Again, there is not a single team out there that is unbeatable, unstoppable, even with the Niners in the condition that they're in. They're going to have a puncher's chance against just about anybody. Did the boys watch Frosty the Snowman? We've been hitting the Grinch and Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer hard. Harder than Frosty the Snowman, I can tell you that. There it is. 48-27. It is a final. It's a final. Wait a minute. Here we go. Wait a minute. I'm going to make it official. Nothing makes that final official more than that. I guess I could have capitalized it, but there you go. George Kittle is limping. There is no doubt about that. George Kittle is limping post-game, and because the 49ers can never have a night off of anxiety, George Kittle's knee will be all that we are monitoring between now and the time we get the word on what is wrong with George Kittle's knee, his ankle, his whatever. The good news is that he's out there limping. The bad news is he's limping. But there you go. The 49ers get it done. It wasn't pretty. It wasn't at times very fun defensively, but the Niners got it done when they needed it. Let's take a look at the final numbers, shall we? Yes, we shall. Here we go. I really don't care what the Colts did. I don't care at all. But Purdy was 25 of 34 for 295 yards, a career-high 5 touchdown passes, and the interception, which was a little floated in the middle of the field. That kind of was on Purdy. It's too bad that he got that one pick. I'm sure it's all Grant Cohn we'll talk about. But, there you go. A win and 5 touchdowns for Brock Purdy. You're going to take that. One of the best days on the ground. 21 carries, 117 yards, 5.6 average. That is a meaty average for Christian McCaffrey. Only 5 carries for Brian Robinson Jr. I really mean it. Kyle Shanahan wants Christian McCaffrey killed with usage before this is done. Again, it's a shame that this team lost George Kittle. 7 catches, 115 yards. His most prolific day of the season by far. Juwan Jennings finished 5 of 71. Christian McCaffrey, 2 touchdown catches, 6 receptions, 2 touchdown catches, 29 yards for McCaffrey, 3 catches, 27 for Kendrick. Demarcus Robinson, 2 for 23. Sky Moore even got involved offensively. The 49ers have not punted in the month of December. By the way, Diamador Lenore got my if I had the under. No, actually it was 2.5, wasn't it, for Diamador Lenore? Yeah, I would have blown my sleeper parlay anyway, but them's the breaks. Folks, the 49ers are 2 games away. They're 120 minutes away from a 1 seed in the NFC this season. That's crazy. That is absolutely crazy considering what has gone wrong, how few games Purdy started, no Bosa for any significant portion of the season. Warner's basically missed the whole thing as well. It's amazing. The job that this team has done is amazing. And again, if you have somebody telling you that doesn't matter, it's not going anywhere, the Niners have done everything they could to cobble together a great season that could have easily fell apart. If you're looking for a team with culture, kids, you got one. If you're looking for a next man up football situation, you kind of got one. You really do. You should be very happy with what you're watching. I don't know where it goes. I don't know what you're winning this year, but you won a lot of respect. Cheers to that. I'm going to take a big old tug right here. For the Niners, for Christmas, for our friend Ernie. I wasn't with you for the Titans game because I was with our friend Ernie. Maybe that's the push. they'll need from above. The gift of Ernie. Double tug. Woo! Ha! Ho, 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 ho. There you go, Niner fans. There you go, Niner fans. That's a wrap. Great job, Purdy. Thank you, 49er fan. We got our man Duke just putting $5 in that ganja jar. Thank you very much, Duke. But of course, the media will criticize that interception. Again, there's people in the media who only know how to offer criticism. There's no analysis. There's just, I didn't like it. Everything is wrong. Less of them, more here, if you don't mind me saying. Great show, Damon. Happy holidays. Thank you very much, Bill. I want to invite you and yours back here. We're going to have 49er Wake Up at 10 a.m. on Tuesday. 10 a.m. on Tuesday. That's when 49ers Wake Up is going to happen. So join us West Coast time, 10 a.m. Yours truly, Larry Krueger. Because Larry's involved, we'll probably be about 10 minutes late. But we will be on the air for a Wake Up because the Niners just won. How about that? It's an ankle for Kittle. Well, no matter what it is, he's out there walking around on it. That's good. JD, you are sports family. Having your voice in the house as the teams go on their journeys has been special. Thank you. JD, thank you. I'm very humbled by that. Thank you so very, very much. What a generous stocking stuffer for Christmas from you to my family. My 4-year-old thinks it's my birthday. It might as well be. Thank you very much, JD. Here's to 49 Supers in the second half. Yeah, we did. We've had an incredible, generous crowd here tonight ahead of the holiday. I am humbled. Thank you. Wait, there is one more thing I just want to look at real quick here. I just got curious. Look at the job that they did tonight, the 49ers did. Look at the job they did on Jonathan Taylor. Again, Phillip Rivers got whatever he wanted. 46 rushing yards for Jonathan Taylor. 2.9 yards per carry for a guy who's leading, I believe, the NFL in yards per carry. That's what I am talking about. You know, it was not a good night for the defense, but they did get that done. They absolutely got that done. Let me try one more thing. Again, I'm going to get greedy here on the way out the door, and I'm going to put this up. JD Sugar, again, your generosity has inspired me to get greedy. Can we get to 49,600? I need 12 of you. That's it. 12 of you. And we go ahead and we get to 49,600 and we'll be that much closer to 50. Maybe we could do 400 in the week. Maybe we could do 400 before the Bears game. I'd love to get to I would love to do 400 more and be at 50,000 before the end of the year, but I cannot do that without you tapping that sub button. Go ahead and do it right now. Oh, there we go. 5-9. There we go. Now we're just 10 away. Oh, now we're just 9. Now, oh, come on. We can't go anywhere now. Look at this. 9 away. Who's feeling frisky out there? Can I get 9? Can I get 9? Can I go 9? I'm going to go straight up auction style on here. Here's the deal. I got my mom here. The Duchess is in the house. Maybe she'll have to join us for a little wake up tomorrow with Larry. We're going to get there. Thanks to all of you for helping me get there. Thanks to all of you for being a part of this tonight. Thank you very, very much. And I want to wish you and yours, again, tonight was the last night of Hanukkah. Hopefully you had a great Hanukkah if that's what you celebrate. Hopefully you're about to have a wonderful Christmas with friends and family. And again, if you get those Christmas blues, come on back here and we'll all be hanging out on my YouTube channel, and you are welcome here. Thank you so much for being a part of this. Good night. We'll see you tomorrow at 10 a.m. here on Damon Bruce Plus. In the meantime, please do remember that sports don't build character. They reveal it. And like that, he's gone.